This is a Fubar Radio podcast. You can subscribe to the app on Apple and Android. Visit fubarradio.com for more details.
Coming to you live from a ship.
Fubar!
I pressed that by accident.
Yeah, but the show's got to start sometime, Barry.
It's got to start sometime. What were you just saying? The chair, it's got a wobbly chair.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, that takes me
Fubar
back.
Radio. Coming to you live from a ship.
It's the boat that rocks, isn't it?
Certainly is the boat that rocks.
Oh, what a show we've got. Oh, my giddy God.
One of the best shows in history, I think.
One of the best shows in history. We got Dave Gibson and Beck. That's it. Keep going on that.
There's nothing I can do about it. This is what I'm talking to you about it, isn't it, Barry? Because here we are at Fubar, and I mean, let's paint the picture for the listeners. This place is a multi-million pound enterprise.
Yeah.
It's on 16 stories of a high-rise block of tower block skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of London's West End. I mean, it really is the real deal.
State of the art.
And when you get in the lift and go all the way up to the top floor, which you would normally think was the bee's knees, thinking, no, I'm really in the heart of things here. This is where the money is, etc. Right? Then you come in the studio and you sit on the chair, and it bloody rocks, and it breaks, and it can only cost about £5. And you're thinking, that's how they can afford to be in the skyscraper.
That's it.
Because they're spending bugger all on the chairs.
Yeah, they spend a lot on the pot plants and the palm trees in the reception.
Oh, it smells nice in here.
It smells nice.
Oh, yes, gorgeous, yeah.
And they're not spending much on the turns, are they? Because it's you and me. And you, what do you get? A can of Fanta and...
I got a can of Fanta.
One of them...
cup of tea, which I brought myself in a flask.
You brought yourself in a flask.
Packet of Golden Wonder.
He's got some Golden Wonder. I've got some Walker Sensations.
Yeah, they're nice.
In my pigeonhole, but...
A little bit more than the Golden Wonder.
A little bit more, but it's a question of status, really.
No, it's status.
But... in terms of the furniture, the equipment, nothing spent.
No, it's like, how can I describe to you? It's like Russia in about 1989. You know, when it was all like falling to bits, and there was rust everywhere, and things was breaking down, and the whole society and system was just breaking down.
And they've followed that theme through by employing all the women who look like a load of shot putters.
That's right.
Hairy chest,
upper lips.
hairy upper lip, massive bollocks. Yeah. But the thing is, what I think is when we started this thing. Funny enough, the woman through the glass didn't laugh at that.
No, she did laugh. She's laughing.
She's laughing, turning, scratching her nuts. Yeah. But the thing is, when I started here, and when we started a few months ago,
all them months ago,
it was wonderful. Now, I mean, it's all fallen. There's 2 yoghurt pots and a piece of string if you want to phone in.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to put a glass if you want to talk to someone in the other room. You've got to put a glass against the wall. That's all right, isn't it?
I mean, if you want to, communicate with the outside world, there's no internet as such. There's a fibre, and you do smoke signals with a blanket.
Or just shout out the window.
Yeah.
If you want to put a record on, that's exactly what you've got to do. You've got to put a record on, like on a vinyl blinking thing. It takes hours.
Wind it up. It's like his master's voice. It's a gramophone. But the only thing that's saving the station is next door, isn't it?
Yeah, what, Jordan?
Jordan is
we've got Jordan on here. This is a home of Jordan, you know.
Fubar, the home of Jordan.
I wonder what she talks about all day.
Well, I don't know. We should have a little listen, though.
Have a little listening, shouldn't we? She's going there today. What are you talking about today, Jordan?
She's probably talking about... What does she normally talk about? Pregnancy... marriages.
Yeah. Eat magazine.
The thing she's
past boyfriends.
Well, that Dutch, she's had a few of them.
Yes, I mean, we've had a few of them in here.
We've had a number of her ex-squeezes.
Yeah, we have. We've had Dane Bowers in here.
Yeah.
He didn't have a bad word to say about George.
Said
to be
she
fair,
was lovely. I mean,
said he was a lovely bird. He said, "Is she currently married or is
she's this week? She is. I think
married,
she
but
is.
Last week she was not.
No, she got divorced last week. She's married this week.
Did that like make the front cover of the Sun?
It was on the front of the Daily Telegraph and the
broadsheets.
the broadsheets.
That and England
today.
going out the World Cup. Wasn't it?
England went out the World Cup.
Jordan got married.
Yeah. But no, what I will say is it's bumping up the ratings in a way that
I don't give a shit who comes on this station, mate.
Look,
as long as people are listening.
Listen, if Nick Griffin wants to come on here and have a show, he's more. If that's going to bump up
if it's going to mean people listen to me. And honestly, I don't care who listens.
If we had an entire show dedicated to the plans of ISIS in Iraq...
Yeah, you'd be more than welcome.
You'd be more than welcome.
More than welcome.
I dare say they wouldn't have the bacon sandwiches that...
Knocking around. That's right, yeah. But I don't know why Jewish people and the Muslims fight each other. I don't know why they do it, Barry. Neither of them like pigs. So you'd have thought they got on. They could just talk about that over level, the garden wall.
But what I will say about Jordan, just getting back, what I want to say,
get off that subject.
Is get off that one immediately.
Hot potato.
It's a hot potato. Whether they eat hot potatoes, I don't know.
Not with bacon in.
Not with bacon. Listen, if anyone's still listening,
a different sort of audience we've got now.
Different sort of audience we can, I dare say we can,
We've probably
come
got
out
John
with
Gaunt's audience now.
If John Gaunt's audience is listening, you're very welcome.
That listening film was for you.
It was for you. In the meantime, is Dizzy. Oh, Rascal.
What, yo?
Dance with me. And you wonder why the youth can't get any jobs, can't even spell. Dizzy Rascal.
Here he
Join
goes.
us after.
I like this boy.
3 minutes and 11 seconds of this shit.
Barry and Angelos on Fubar Radio.
That was...
That's not bad, that,
That's what?
It's not bad, that.
No, you say that. We were talking all the way through it, so presumably you've heard it before.
I heard the last 5 seconds and I thought, I reckon that wasn't bad. Based on the last 5 seconds of that.
Well, I normally cheer up the last few seconds of any of these songs, so I think there's a bit more gold to come.
I agree.
There's a bit more magic.
What other songs have we got coming on?
Later on, we've got, I don't like this one,
what is it?
Gonna Pop Down to...
Oh, Eddie Grant.
Avenue.
Oh, I like that
I think We're Alone Now, which is something I think most times when we're doing this show. I don't know who's out there.
Definitely.
Poison, Belle Div DeVoe, don't know what that is.
Oh, no, I like that.
One Step Beyond Madness.
Yes, good.
The Ace of Base, all that she wants.
Very good.
Is Another Baby. Yeah. Which is the no wonder so many people...
No, don't say all of them. I just thought a little...
Oh, well, I'll tell you what...
Otherwise people will listen to the songs you're about to play and switch off.
I'll tell you what is a nice... I'll tell you what is a nice...
Go ahead.
Good Vibrations.
Oh, that's by the
and that's not by... No, it's by a song called Marky Bark. Marky Mark. And the Funky
You know who that is, don't you?
Mark Wahlberg.
It's Mark Wahlberg.
And the Funky Bunch is...
Right, 3 points. 3 points if you can tell me who his brother is.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, piss off.
Was he in the Fun Boy 3? What are they called?
New Kids on the Block, NKOTB.
Yeah, the
New Kids on the Blocks. He's now in Blue Bloods on Sky Atlantic.
Listen, all you kids out there, if you think I ain't got my finger on the pulse of things,
he's got his finger on the pulse.
I can tell you all about...
But he's got his finger on the pulse because at any minute he might keel over.
It might stop.
So he needs to know exactly what his beats per minute are.
I have got my fingers on the pulse, but there is a defibrillator also handy here.
That's right.
A monitor.
And statins all over the place.
I can't believe for statins.
Pills everywhere. Make sure that his finger remains on the pulse and not on just a load of flesh on his wrist.
Well, it's very difficult to find my pulse. But what I will say is for any kids who don't think I'm up with the current pulse...
He is on the pulse.
I am. I can tell you all the latest news on Lee John out of Imagination.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell
Jones.
Al Jones.
Yeah, Nick Kershaw. What's he up to at the moment?
Nick, he's started a plumbing course.
Oh, right. What about Alvin Stardust, my cuckoo?
Corky Reggie. registered.
Oh, good.
My Corgi
Good gas
Corgi
fitter.
Coochie, he does. Corgi registered it. He does it. He doesn't put on, manual.
His gloves.
He puts on a velvet glove to tighten up your ball cock.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
He was married to Lisa Goddard, wasn't he, for a while?
Was he?
Yeah, Stardust.
I met him the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
He was playing some music, but he was trying to get a load of other musicians to sign his guitar, which I thought was a bit strange for
his
someone that was,
dignity,
you know, a world-famous musician. Do you know, here's a funny thing.
Go on.
Someone told me this. Do you know how he ended up with his look, his specific look of black gloves? This is one for the kids.
Polio? Was it polio?
No, it wasn't, mate, it was June Jury. He had black gloves on, didn't he? And those big sideburns.
And a ring on his glove.
And a ring on his glove, but that doesn't included in the story.
Oh.
So he's standing there and go, yeah, my cuckoo, with his gloves on, right? And what it was is this, right? When he was first asked to go on Top of the Pops, his manager says, you're going to go on Top of the Pops. We need to make you look like a rocker. So go and dye your hair, right?
Oh, that's it.
So he goes and dyes his hair at the morning of Top of the Pops, right?
Yeah.
And then, when he's doing the rehearsal for Top of the Pops,
yes,
the hair dye is so shit, it starts dripping down the side of his face. So they ran off to the makeup department in the BBC, right, and get him a great big pair of sideburns.
Really?
Yes. And they stick the sideburns on the side of his face to cover up the hair dye, which had now coloured his cheeks. And he had it all over his hands, so they gave him a pair of black gloves and stuck them on. So basically, it was hair dye that contributed to the final stage look of Alvin Stardust.
Oh, my giddy godfather.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, kids, go and look out Alvin Stardust on the YouTubes and look at specifically my cookie tube.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I heard a similar story. You know Madonna, when she done the cone bra?
Yes, I do.
Both of her knockers had fallen off that morning.
That's what I heard.
And she spoke to the manager and said it's embarrassing, I'm a sex symbol.
Oh, yeah.
What can I replace them with?
Yeah.
And due to the cuts at the BBC, she was going to go on Top of the Pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony Hart was doing his show, and he went, well, I don't know what to suggest, and he folded up some paper into a cone and stuck them on her knockers.
See, that's not what I heard.
Oh, what did you hear?
I heard that, her breast knockers had fallen off, yes. But she still had this, designed bra by John Paul Scotia's.
Oh,
right?
yes.
But she had nothing to fill them, right?
I see.
So what they done, they got a bit of fishing wire and they attached it to the end. And someone stood at the other end of the studio, and while she's singing, they're pulling on the fishing wire and pulling her knockers into a point.
That's
It was
right.
a really tough job because you had to follow her around the stage like a kite.
I heard that, and on Material Girl, if you watch the video, you can just make out that the cones are going up and down.
Yeah, exactly.
One goes up, one goes down.
Yeah, because that was union problems. They had to get two different people
blokes,
to operate
otherwise
the
everyone
fishing
out on
wire.
strike.
Otherwise, it was tools down, out you go.
Brothers, tools down. Someone's operating both of Madonna's knockers at the same time.
That is not right. Right, we're part of the union. Let's sit together. That is a two-man job.
Yeah,
but it didn't work, you know.
But that's how it went, didn't it? It was like Papa, because they got Jerry Anderson off of Thunderbirds to design it.
Papa don't preach.
Up, down. I've seen the manual for it.
Yeah, no,
Papa,
exactly.
Up, with every syllable.
Knockers
goes
up and down.
But don't reach. Knockers up and down. Yeah, it was
she employed a couple of Frenchmen to go around the world with her, eventually, in the end.
With the wire?
On a blonde tour, whatever it was called.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's
the true story.
Truth of it. That's the truth of it.
Oh, bloody hell.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go on YouTube and look up Madonna, and what would she be dressed in that?
She would have two cones.
Two cones on her knockers.
On her knockers.
Although if you type that into YouTube, I don't know what you'd get.
Yeah, and a couple of fellas with BBC brown work coats in the background.
A pair of hobnail boots and gloves and flat caps operating Madonna's knockers. Okay, coming up on the show.
Coming up on the show is
Today.
Falling on the Floor.
We have got for you. Oh, what a show.
Oh, my God, what a show.
We've been away for a little while, as you may know.
We have been away, but we are determined to come back with a bang.
Come back fighting.
This week, our guests are Dave Gibson and Beck Hill from Control Freaks.
Now, Control Freaks is a thing on the London Live channel.
Yes.
Well, we'll leave it up to them to describe the London Live channel, and we'll see how far we can go with that.
We've also got magician turned actor Ali Cook.
He's good.
On the phone.
He's good, this one.
On the phone, magician turned actor Ali Cook. Do you know him, Ali Cook?
I've done a gig with him. He's got a really nice motor.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't he get in his motor and come up instead of letting us to phone him?
I don't know why he didn't do that. We'll ask him that. That'll be our first question.
Magic on the phone is never very good, is it?
No, not in past experience.
So that's
never worked.
Not going to work
Mind you,
that
it's
well,
no
but
different from
stay tuned.
magic on the bloody radio.
No, that's true.
It's exactly the same.
Well, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. It's on the phone.
It all requires good faith by the listener.
Exactly. And let's face it, if we had a magician in here and the trick failed, we wouldn't say, would we? Just go, look, there's a couple of doves are flying round the room.
But we feel empty.
Yeah. And comedy sketch group.
I'm looking forward to this.
4 Screws Loose, who will begin giving some of their funny comedy
They'll probably do some sketches, but then when we ask them, they'll say, no, we're more visual.
And we'll go, well, thanks for coming on the radio show.
We're more visual.
More visual.
Yeah.
But listen, we're going to be back in just a minute after this one, which he liked. You liked this one, didn't he? Eddie Grant.
Oh, I do like it. I've been to Electric Avenue in Brixton.
Have you?
Yeah, it's basically just parked cars now, but I'm sure at the time it was
great. What I like is the bit at the start where it goes...
Oh, there he goes. Listen to that.
No, it comes up.
Listen to all the electric stuff there. Electric.
This is where they make... Here we go. I like that.
It's party time.
Now in the street there is violence and lots of fire. Electric Avenue.
Electric Avenue. Well, listen, I think...
That's a good song, isn't it?
It wasn't bad, was it?
For reggae?
For reggae?
It's not. It's sort of reggae crossover, that, isn't it?
It's a reggae crossover.
Like Musical Youth.
Like Musical Youth, and it was Eddie Grant with Electric Avenue.
If you get the chance to go to Electric Avenue in Brixton, don't bother. There's not much there now. It's just a car park, I think.
You know why?
Brick walls. What? What's happening?
Meddling Brussels bureaucrats, the awkward squad.
It's your government.
They've gone at low energy Electric Avenue,
That's
isn't it?
right.
Now you have to have a power saving one.
When you turn the light on Electric Avenue, it takes about an hour and a half to come
on.
Yeah.
By which time the song's finished, no one can remember why they're there in the first place.
And the sun's come up again, so you can turn it off.
What a joke. Bunch of jokers.
Right, ruining that song.
Yeah.
We are joined now by Dave Gibson and Beck Hill, who are who are 2/3 of the group. Well, they're not really a group. 2/3 of a program. Is that fair to say?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Control Freaks, although it's spelled CTRL, like what you get on the computer
trendy
board. Well, no, just a computer thing.
Computer thing.
Hello, guys.
Hi, nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having us in.
Very nice to have you here. Nice to have you. Very nice for you to come into us. Have you come far?
No, I've walked and she's come on a scooter.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a minute. Where have you come from? What sort of scooter? Like an electric scooter? Or
No, I had a little push one, like the kids have.
Where'd you come from?
Just Camden.
That's all right. Up the hill?
Yeah, up the hill. Yeah.
How's that on the scooter?
I've got powerful calves.
You have now?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I used to have that. My calves are so old, they're cows.
Yeah.
And there'll be more jokes like that over the next hour. Yes, powerful calves. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Bloody hell.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
like a swimmer.
Like a swimmer.
Wow.
Nice, okay. So that's the calves out of the way. You're known for your calves, but you're better known for Control Freak.
I'd say she's better known for the calves.
Oh,
Yeah.
But she is also known for Control Freaks.
All right.
Yeah.
So
That's how I got the role on Control Freaks.
Yeah.
They saw
They
the
looked at
calves
your
in a
calves.
magazine. They went, let's get that on
oh,
television.
yeah, she's a strong woman. We could do with her.
Yeah. Oh, let's get something where she's not jumping at all.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we can really see the calves. So tell us about Control Freaks.
Control Freaks
Sum
is
it
a
up.
show on London Live, so I
new
presume
channel.
everyone watches it.
Oh, yeah, no, everyone's across this.
Everyone's across that. So it's on Freeview, but it's only in London.
yes.
I'm not even from London.
No, you're not
But
from
anyway,
Neither am I.
No, neither am I. There we go.
Yeah.
So you can watch it on there. It's kind of like a prank show, apart from it's two people who've applied to be on the show, and we take over their social media feeds and get them to do things that they don't really want to do. They've got to convince their friends, and whoever does a better job of convincing their friends wins a holiday.
Where to?
Ooh, somewhere twinned with London in Europe.
Oh, bloody hell.
Pretty classy. Yeah,
Krakow.
yeah, that sort of thing.
Lovely.
Lovely. It's
Worth the effort, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it keeps them motivated.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, after 3 days, if there is an £89 return flight waiting for you at the end of the show, you're going to give your all.
Absolutely
you're gonna push
right.
it right over the line. Yeah.
And so, any nightmares happen with that? Has anyone said, look, I've got involved with this, I've started it, I'm not sure I want to do that?
I think we had that sort of in last week's episode. We had a contender called Greg who has never looked more like he wanted to vomit after being asked to do something.
What
did
was
you
he
ask
asked to
him
do?
He had to go and do a stand-up gig,
Oh, yeah.
right? But which he'd never done before. No. But he was given 1 hour's notice.
No.
Yeah,
cruel.
and to make it more difficult, we just put it on.
More difficult.
We invited his friends on his Facebook page.
How much more difficult could it be?
And kicked him in the bollocks.
And then we said he was also going to do it as a character act.
Oh, God, who
and
did
then
that?
and then we basically had to go on stage as Jesus.
Oh.
There
He
you go.
did all right.
He did.
He had a couple of
crucified him.
ad-libs at the beginning. They were very good.
Did you
Yeah.
give him material, or did he just write?
No, but that would be easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
This
no,
was to put him on the spot.
you want to make it a little bit harder
Oh,
for
my
him.
Yeah.
God.
How did he get on?
I mean, it was.
Horrendous.
It's very difficult to watch the show anyway, I think, because it's on London Live. But it was also more difficult to watch it, because it was so cringeworthy.
Oh, God.
But, this guy's applied to do it. He knew it was coming.
If you feel like watching something between your fingers, you can probably
Yeah.
watch a rerun on the London Live
Don't
website.
tell me he died on his arse, was crucified, but rose 2 days later.
You know what?
Go
He
to
did-
Krakow.
in a way, he did, because he did end up winning the show in
I'm
the
not
end.
surprised
I think
with
for
that.
effort more than.
Yeah.
Is that
skill.
the hardest thing you've asked someone to do, or have there been other things that are worse than that?
Ooh, it's up there. Also, in last week's episode, there was a guy who loved
Oh, yeah.
Radio 1 DJ. What's his name?
Scott Mills.
Yeah.
Scott Mills.
And he got to interview Scott Mills because he wants to be a presenter.
Oh.
And he's very good, but we tweeted him the questions that he had to ask Scott Mills.
Oh, I see.
Which
Ruin that
just
career.
got worse and worse as time went on.
Yeah.
My favourite
Slam that
favourite
door.
of them was he said, "So Scott, why am I a better radio presenter than you?" That was my favourite.
I liked, why are you so shit?
And what did Scott Mills... So Scott Mills doesn't know
No.
you're
No.
in on it.
At first, he seemed to be quite entertained, and then as the insults kept coming in,
got a
he
bit
was a
fed
bit,
up.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
And did you explain at the end to Scott Mills what had been happening to him?
we did.
Oh,
yes.
good. Because
Yeah.
you could have wrecked this bloke's career if he wanted to be not Scott Mills is the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all right. He's got his own internet TV.
Oh, good.
show
Oh,
that
well,
he
yeah,
yeah,
does,
fine
so
with that,
he's
'cause,
fine.
Yeah.
we know people listen to that stuff. So, London Live, how's he doing? Any ideas?
Silence! I
That's
don't know.
a ringing endorsement. No, go on.
Yeah.
It's you know what I imagine it's probably quite difficult. It's a new station. People have got to retune their radio,
Yes.
their TVs and stuff.
That's it.
But you know what?
Good one.
I think if this show had been on any other, if it had been on, let's say, BBC Three or ITV2,
Yes.
we wouldn't have got the job to do
So-
it.
so-
So,
so-
actually-
yeah.
so in that sense, perfect.
In in that way, I think it's done a
Good
really good job
experience.
of getting comics of our level up to that next step.
Right.
And also, they're kind of doing that same thing that Dave did, where they're showing reruns of really funny shows like Peep Show and Coupling and stuff you haven't seen in ages. Yeah, you go, oh yeah, that was really good.
It's actually good. I just don't think a lot of people have retuned in. So retune
But you
TV
don't
London
think
Live.
people like your show, watching it through their fingers, are doing it with all the other shows on there as well? That's not the...
Some of
it's
them
good quality.
You know what I think it is? I think it's got a few really good shows.
Yes.
But I don't think it's got... I don't think everything is of that good quality, but there are some really good shows on there.
Hold on, let's just...
a lot of press in Evening Standard.
Hello,
Absolutely.
the phone's just... Oh, sorry, you've just been sacked for that. Oh. Sorry about that. Okay, goodbye.
We're going to have to pay them that 50 quid back.
I'm joking. Listen, but you know, it's nice now because you alluded to it just now that you're both stand-up comedians. We've done a bit of that, me and him, a little bit. It's hellish, isn't it, doing stand-up? I hate it. That's why I'm doing this now.
Do you prefer this than doing stand-up?
What? Sitting here with a bacon sandwich?
Cappuccino.
Playing song? No, I much prefer driving round the M25, going above
Jongleurs.
a pub to Jongleurs and taking my
Being
life in my
bottled
hands.
off.
Yeah, having a load of drunken bitches shouting at me.
Yeah.
No, I love that. In fact, why don't we go now? The car's outside. There's nothing I like more than coming home on my own with LBC on the radio, crying silently to myself and stopping off.
See,
No,
the
it's
difference
lovely.
between you and Barry is you
You're
can
funny.
tell what sort of stand-up career he's had.
I had a lot of good gigs. But anyway, no, so you still do the circuit. You're not doing Edinburgh this year, are you?
I am.
Oh, there, here she is.
Yeah, they let anyone in nowadays. Yeah.
Where are you
Where
on,
are you on?
my darling?
I'll be at Gilded Balloon at 5:30.
Oh, top quality.
And what's your show about?
It's about the fact that last year I promised. Well, I told a celebrity that I was an award-winning comedian, and I'm not. And they've threatened to come and see my show in Edinburgh. So now I have to
gosh.
win an award before Edinburgh.
Who was the comedian that you told that to?
It was a Hollywood celebrity.
Oh,
It
my
wasn't
gosh.
a comedian.
Who was it?
It was 90s TV super hunk Dean Cain.
Oh, Superman.
Yeah, the one and only.
He's a good Christian, that boy.
Is he?
Yeah, so if he came, he wouldn't say anything bad
No.
anyway. So he'd be absolutely
But he won't
fine.
like lying, will he?
No, he won't like
He won't
lying.
like untruths.
No, but what I'll do is I'll come up, present an award to you before the show starts. That way you've got your covered.
Brilliant.
You are an award-winning
Yeah.
comedian.
I tell you what, let's give her an award
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Got any of that sandwich left?
This is the
Fubar Award.
tea foo bar lid with a tea bag in it
Yeah.
for nicest calves we've seen today.
Take
Congratulations.
that
I
away
just
with
don't know
you.
what to say.
Take that away
It's
with
too
you.
late for me to put it on my posters.
I think we can get a pencil and
Yeah,
sort
I'll
of-
Yeah,
sum
yeah.
up and write it
Thank
in
you so
pen
much.
for
But
you.
Beck had a really interesting Edinburgh last year. Why didn't you tell them what happened to you at Edinburgh last year?
Yes, do.
Oh, yeah. Had my own prank play. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't really a prank. I was proposed to during my show.
my
During my
goodness.
show. And then
Who
had
by?
to finish it by my now fiancé.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
so
that
someone
backfired
you knew.
for him,
He
didn't it?
just bought a ticket, potluck. He said he was going to propose to whoever was
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
a boyfriend.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
a stand-up comedian?
I know he's a writer.
Oh, very
Yeah, so
fancy.
just steal all his jokes, basically.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
lovely.
Oh, and you said yes. I mean, thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
Did
I
you finish
did.
the show?
That would have
I
been
did.
awful.
He wouldn't let me. He showed me the ring, and then he said, "You can't have it. You have to finish the show now." And
That is so
it was
showbiz.
very
Go
surreal.
on.
It's a shame there was no reviewers in that day.
There were no reviews and no judges.
it's
It was
that
the
sort of
worst show
thing.
to do it in.
yeah.
In fact, it wasn't even the best of the shows. It was one of those fairly quiet ones with Smilers in.
Really?
And then,
Yeah.
because that
Smilers.
was the climax, then the ending just didn't quite...
No,
Get
you can't
it.
chop that, mate.
If
No, yeah.
anything, he's ruined your show.
Yeah,
hasn't
exactly.
he?
I would give
Yeah.
him a good
Thoughtless.
what for doing that,
That's
for wrecking
right.
your show.
Yeah.
Well, I've threatened to propose back to him at any point now, so,
That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, can I just noticed a couple of things on there. I think you two, first of all, are hiding your light under a bushel.
Somewhat.
We keep a bushel in here, and you've got to stop
And there's
hiding
light-
lights
there's
on it.
lights under
There's a
it.
light coming out of it, God knows
Safety
that.
issue.
Anyway, Preston-born Dave...
True.
A regular. Now, first of all, I've done a gig. You know the Preston Guild?
Yeah.
I've done it. Happens every 20 years.
You gigged at the Preston Guild?
Gigs, did it? I was joint headliner with Tony Christie last year.
Really?
Yes.
In the avenues and alleyways.
Yes.
Yes.
Him.
And I've done that. I know how much he got. It was a lot more than me. But the thing is,
I was at Preston Guild.
How
I
much
was
did he
looking
get?
around then.
that was nice to make an impression. Did you
So,
notice me?
There was lots going on. I was probably at
How much
a
did he get?
lamb judging thing.
I was saying like £5,000.
How much do you get for that?
Not that
Not that
much.
much.
No.
50 quid, something like that.
50 quid, something like that.
Cool.
Second largest bus garage in Europe. Preston.
Is it? What's the
Yeah.
largest?
Don't know. It's somewhere like Berlin.
Yeah, probably Berlin.
Yeah, I
that's-
imagine.
That's probably-
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
But I always
Early
remember
bus garage.
there was a girl on, and she'd done a bit of a dance to Live and Let
Oh,
Die.
James
And
Bond.
Singing. No, she'd done singing to Live and Let Die, which was a terrible choice because when you start, it's got a bit of singing. There are young flies in the open book. You know you did. And then it goes ba 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 ba. So there's a lot of standing there with a mic going. Just another 16 bars of this, and I can sing again.
Oh, she sang.
It was a terrible choice. But what I asked you, hiding your light under a bushel.
Under a bushel? What's she doing? What's she done?
He reached the
You murderer.
finals of the... No, he hid a knife under a bush.
Oh.
That's different. He's reached the finals of the Hackney Empire finals.
Dave?
And Oxford Fringe New Act of the Year competition.
Dave?
You really are, you dark
Wow.
horse.
What's
I
your
know.
character you do?
I do a character called Ray Green.
Ray Green.
Yeah.
What's
And I once
his
overheard-
handle?
Thing.
I once overheard someone after a show in Edinburgh, and they were talking to a friend, and they said, I really like Ray Green, but that character, Dave Gibson, that he does, is really unbelievable. It's actually a
Good God.
genuine thing I once heard
Good
in
God.
Edinburgh. Absolutely true.
Well, yeah, I'd say it's a compliment, mate.
I think I did, yeah.
Absolutely. So what is Ray Green?
Ray
Do you wanna
Green
talk about him?
is he used to host a sort of celebrity show early 80s.
Yeah.
And he's kind of trying his hand at stand up now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sort of vibe.
And is he a little
Yeah.
bit inappropriate?
No, I think he doesn't quite understand how stand up works. He sort of still thinks it's kind of early 80s. I think that's where the comedy comes from. And also, just brilliant puns. Just lots of funny puns.
a lot of puns. Yeah.
Come do Pun Run.
Now, I was going to say that. Beck runs a night called Pun Run.
Pun Run?
It's London's only pun-based comedy night.
Oh, my God, I
Yeah.
bet you get
As
chilly.
far as I'm aware, it's the only one in Europe.
Let's,
As far as I know.
is it not the second largest in Europe?
Yeah, the first one's in
Behind
Berlin.
Berlin.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you get Tim Vine down there all the time. Yeah, Pun Run.
You'd think that.
You would.
But it's mainly comics who don't normally do puns who are the ones that want to do it. Because
Right,
because the audience goes specifically to hear puns. It's
Okay.
the only chance they get to purge themselves of those terrible jokes.
What's your favourite pun?
Divide and
that's on the
conquer.
spot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. There's loads.
You've got a few of them, haven't you, Barry?
Come on, what's your favourite
Puns.
pun, Barry?
Puns?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've got one. Divide and conquer.
Oh, that's nice.
Divide and
Conga.
conquer.
Yeah, that was the name of an Edinburgh show. Most Edinburgh show titles are puns, aren't they?
The one I liked, the Edinburgh show I liked, was by a sketch group a few years ago called the Jammy Tarts. 4 women, and the name of their title, the title of their show was, get this, You Fingered It, so now you better eat it.
Ow!
And
That's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
did,
Yeah.
but it can be if you don't aim right. But the thing is, the one I like is one of my neighbours. I'll tell you what, I've got an Irish neighbour, Mr. Dave O'Reilly. I've started following him round
Have you? Yeah.
the supermarket.
Let's see where this goes.
I go
everyone.
and wash his car for him
Okay.
on a Sunday.
Yeah.
When he's got to go to work, I get up early, get on the tube, do his job for him. I tell you what, I'm living the life of Riley at the moment.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Here, I'd like to give you this award.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Teabag on a
award.
lid
But
award.
we
Teabag award.
weren't talking about me, we were talking
No.
about Beck. So,
So-
is it still running, the pun?
Pun Run.
It is, yeah. It's once every 2 months at the Phoenix in Cavendish Square where they hold Old Rope on Mondays.
Know.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I know.
Yes,
I've done
yes.
a gig there.
Can I ask how you ended up doing Control Freaks pair of you on London Live? Can I ask how that happened, please?
There was a comedian called Lee Kern.
Oh,
do you know
We
Lee?
know him, we know him.
Celebrity Bedlam. That's what
Exactly,
he is.
yeah. Excellent. And he just gave a few of us a call because he was involved in the production of it. And we came down and we just clicked, right to the first minute. We just went, oh, yeah, this just feels natural.
Yeah.
When he first asked me if I'd be interested in doing it, I misread the details he sent me and thought he was asking me to be one of the contestants and looked at it and went, no, who would want to be a contestant on this? This is horrible. And then I got to be one of the people tricking them.
And the thing as well, it's because Lee Kern put me forward for it. It was it was a full 3 weeks into filming it. Only at that point did I think I wasn't actually being pranked. Because he just pranked, so I was thinking, this is actually rubbish, isn't it? He's taking the mickey out of here. The whole time I didn't think it was true.
I have to say, Lee Kern is one of the few genuinely, he's a genuine... in it for the art, isn't he? He's a proper performance artist.
Oh, yes.
And I like him. And when he's a little bit dangerous and he'll put little silly art pieces of work on Facebook and that sort of thing.
Yes.
And also he's done my show at the 100 Club for not much money as well, which is a bonus.
Nice, that's why he gets the biggest mention.
Now, listen, you've got to go, or can you hang around till after this song?
We can hang around if you like.
Fantastic. This is the sound from the 80s of Tiffany. I think we're alone now. Is it
I
the
like
80s?
this one. Yeah, it is the 80s,
The music video in the shop
alone now.
Okay. So listen, this is 8 seconds to
Relax
say.
before you
Dave
have a
Gibson,
heart attack.
Beck Hill are on the show
Freaks.
now, and Jacob Edwards didn't turn up, but then
That's
they've
nice,
got.
isn't it? You're alone now.
That sounds rather creepy and sinister, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't
You
it?
think you're alone.
I wonder
I think we're alone.
what's the next lyric after that?
I'm gonna come up behind you, give you a scare.
I've bolted the door now.
There's no one in the house and no one for miles around.
Do-be-do-do-do-do-do.
The phones don't work. I've cut the wire, running up the wall. My car is running, and there's a shovel in the back of it. The boot's open.
Drink this round here. No.
Do as I say, or I shall be trouble.
It's lovely lyrics.
Number one single.
Number one
single.
Lovely. I like her follow-up, which was Shallow Grave. Anyway, we have got with us. If you haven't been following us,
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
But if you have, you will know
No, we
that
got-
we're here
with
with
Dave
Dave Gibson
Gibson.
and Beck Hill from London Live's Control Free. Now, I would like to just mention London Live.
yes,
I've watched a couple of shows on there. I've watched not the one show.
You've not watched
I've
one
watched
show?
not the one show. Have you seen
He's
that
not watched
one?
the one show.
You've not watched...
I've not watched the one show.
It's
I've
called
watched
Not
not the one
Oh,
show.
not the one show.
yes.
Yeah,
Not
but
the
you
one
have
show.
watched it.
Yes, I've watched
Yeah,
not
okay.
the one show. I've not watched the one show, but I've watched not the one show.
Wait, who's on first?
Who's
Who's on
on
first?
Who's on second? Anyway, and it looks like it's been filmed on a mobile phone.
Yeah. I don't think they've got a lot of money, right? What I do know is the woman who hosts it is fantastic. She does a brilliant job.
Great job.
But she's
Are
also...
you going out with her?
No.
Okay, just do you want
He
to?
wants to.
No. I
You
think
married,
she's
Dave?
that good. No, I'm not.
You fancy her?
No, she's a
No, I think you
Oh,
do.
hang on. It's slightly awkward, actually, because straight after this, I'm going to be
Oh, is
on
he?
the show. That's why I'm...
On that show.
I'm going to go on
Listen,
that
mate,
later.
they won't be listening to this.
Yeah,
you
no.
don't have to worry.
No, but I do think she does a good job. But she
Very
also,
good.
she books
She does
everyone
do a
on
good
it.
job.
She does all the job. And under the table, she's running
hello.
her own
Business.
auto cue with a pedal. So as well as
my
like,
God.
it's like,
No.
yeah, excuse me.
That's
Like
exactly how I
steampunk.
thought that channel was operated.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
bet she's got really
surprises
good
there
calves.
And she
whatsoever.
probably goes
Yeah,
and presses
she's got
record.
good
She's got great calves.
Hold on, she runs it with a pedal.
Yeah.
She taps it and
Down it comes.
And it down's in front of her.
Yeah.
Or she has to look down under the
No!
table.
She knows where the pedal is. She's just like, okay, coming up on the show.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, I
We've
see.
got, you know, Ronan
hell.
Keating, I wish. We've got Trevor McDonald, that sort of thing.
but you know, sorry.
Do you want to be a good prank? Is if we hooked the table up to some wheels, so as she started pedaling, the table just went away.
Moved away out of camera.
You know, you knock it, but these out of little acorns.
Oh, I don't knock
oak
it.
trees,
Just pointing out
grows.
what I've seen.
But you know, like things like Talk Sport, for example. Talk Sport.
yeah.
When they started off, I was told that they would be watching the football on the telly and just playing it out. Ambient crowd noise in
And
the background,
talking over
and
it.
they weren't there, and they never actually said we're at the match.
No.
Everyone went, "Oh, this." In fact, some people
I remember
used to say,
listening to
"Yeah,
it.
it sounded better at Talksport because the crowd were more lively."
Yeah,
the crowd were cheering the
were
1966 World Cup.
They were just commenting on the television, weren't they? Yeah,
just
yeah.
sitting there in someone's bedroom virtually.
Yeah,
So
I
you
don't
know,
think much has changed at TalkSport. I think that's still
pretty much
it
the
goes on like
case.
that. Yeah.
No.
Would you ever work on TalkSport?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Whatever.
Okay,
You're on
Jane.
London Live. You'll do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, I want to.
What is it? What is it that you want to do? Do you want to like be on live at the Apollo?
No.
Okay.
I mean, can you sort that out? Or is
He
that...
can, he can.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
asking
Oh,
you
which
if you
case,
wanted
yeah.
to do it. I would make a call.
Yeah. Yes, please.
All right.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't speak for Beck here, but
No.
I'm kind of. I want to sort of write and perform, not necessarily stand up, but like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
more
I
sort of
know.
more the acting-y kind of comedy stuff.
Did you train anywhere?
I did.
do
I
this?
trained, at the prestigious University of Surrey.
Oh,
Yes, I know
Guildford.
that.
In Guildford.
It's actually the Roehampton campus.
I know it.
There you go.
I know, near Richmond Park.
Yes,
Beautiful,
that's right.
beautiful
Have you done the
place.
gigs there?
No.
They do some nice gigs there. After I left, they started doing some nice gigs. Daniel Kitson went there.
Oh my
There you
goodness!
go.
Well, there you are. You see,
Yeah,
and
you
Bex,
know.
Bex,
Where
what
are
do
you
you
from,
want to
Bex?
do?
You're from
She's from
Australia.
Australia.
I am. Yeah.
I know that by your skin's very white because you lot like to cover up, didn't you?
I was sent here because I didn't fit in with everyone else over there. So they went,
right.
go
I
over
know this is a
there.
radio show, but she does look weird.
I get likened to a small Chinese boy a lot.
What, sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, likened.
Yeah, what do you think?
I thought you said I
into.
climb
I get
into.
liking.
Yes.
That makes no sense. No sense, but I sort of went with it.
I've done
Yeah.
that. 20 minutes later, you fancy another one. That's the problem there.
Yeah,
But,
and there's another one. It's not just us two on Control Freaks. I would like to point out that there is meant to be Jacob.
Yeah, where the
here
hell
as
is
well.
Jacob? What's
I know
Jacob?
him. I've done gigs with him.
I know
Yeah.
him as well, but I'd like to find
Jacob
out where
Edwards.
he is.
I
Where
can't
are
remember,
you?
but I do know he went out and got a little bit messy last night.
I think
and,
I think he's snorting coke off a hooker.
Yes, I heard
what
that.
time is
Yeah.
it?
Right.
It's about 11 a.m. Yeah, 11 a.m.
Yeah, probably that. He
Coke
does
and
that a
prostitute
little
time.
bit. He's a horrible man, dead inside, and he's awful. Do you know him? He's horrible.
I
isn't he?
do know him.
Yeah.
I do know him. Well, he could have been the stuff we could have offered it. This business about the Apollo, getting a job. We're going to get these.
Yeah, he's missed out here.
When you say getting a job at the Apollo, is it your Uncle Sid? 'Cause
No, it's like cleaner.
that's
he
it.
runs the
Do
cleaning.
you want to? He does the cleaning out the back at the Apollo.
Is that
the
like
bins.
like in Leon? Is he like a
Yeah,
an
no,
assassin?
he's not an assassin. He's a cleaner. Like
yeah.
cleaning with brooms.
So if
and
you
then
want
Going to
shoots
get rid of
bins.
Michael McIntyre, get a
Yeah.
replacement in.
Shoot him in
Right,
the back of the head.
We have got to we've got to let these
And then
people
bury
go because, like Tiffany,
shallow grave.
like Tiffany.
That's
That's
right.
he wrote that song, didn't
Boot
he?
of the car.
Yeah. We got to
Burying
say.
him at Epping Forest.
Okay, so we've got to say
Okay, let's get away from that now.
now
The
we're
murder
going to
of
say
Michael
goodbye
McIntyre.
to
Bye-bye, Beck.
bye bye
See you
Dave.
later. Thank you.
They've
We
been-
wish you all the best
we
with
wish
Control
you-
Freaks.
Oh, thank you very much.
How do
you.
you know if it's done all right? I mean, they'll does
I
it mean you'll
almost-
get another go at it, or?
I don't know. I find the viewing figures so depressing.
Yeah, well, they all are
You know
on
when people
any of
go,
those cable
don't
channels.
read your reviews. Don't read
Yeah.
your bad reviews. Read your good ones.
Yeah.
I'm just steering clear of the viewing figures first because I know it's not going to be good.
Well, can I just tell you this,
Yeah.
just to give you some, I don't know what it'll give you, but it might help you. You know Mad Men,
Yeah.
right? Huge show. isn't it?
Yes.
It's
Big.
on Sky Atlantic.
Started
innit?
on London Live, didn't it?
It's just on.
Go on.
Sky Atlantic, right? Mad Men, Series 6, wherever it is. I think the first episode of Mad Men got about 25,000 viewers.
Oh, bloody hell.
There you
There
go.
you are. There you are, see.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
We're basically the next Mad Men.
You
Yeah.
are. You
Watch
just,
out.
What I'm-
HBO.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I got an
They're not
interesting
even
fact about Mad Men.
It's not about the TV, it's
ever
about the box set.
They were filming it at exactly the same time as Revolutionary Road, which is another film set in a similar time.
Oh, yeah,
so
yes.
all the full-size suits of that era, were sold out. So they had to get short people
Yeah.
to play all the background
Bloody
artists.
hell.
So
Gosh.
if you watch the first ever episode, the pilot episode of it, everyone's about 4'6" in the
Wow.
background, and that's why Don Draper looks so big, and actually kind of helped it.
Yeah.
When I say I've got an interesting fact about it,
No,
but
it's quite
just-
No, it is
Interesting,
interesting.
yeah.
So,
Dwarfs.
so bear that in mind. 25,000 people watch that show. You just need to times your audience by about 1,000%, and you
I
will
know, yeah.
be
Yeah.
there.
You'll be there, mate.
Bex, one final time, where will you be on at Edinburgh? And not just in this my own health. If anyone's out there, you should go and see her. She's very
Yeah, she's
funny.
funny girl, yeah.
Go on, Bex. When is it?
It's 5:30 at the Gilded Balloon.
Okay.
And my name is Beck Hill.
Beck
for
Hill.
anyone needing to remember.
Beck Hill. Listen,
Cool.
thank
and
you
Dave,
very
what are you
much.
doing in August?
I'm just having a month off.
Okay.
Gonna
Are you going on holiday?
Rewatch Mad Men.
Going on holiday?
Going on holiday? No, I'll be back up in Preston though. If
Oh, if anyone wants to
If
see him,
anyone's up there.
Dave will be in
Dave
his
in
living
Preston,
room,
in
scratching his
Preston.
balls, watching the telly.
Get into his front garden, have a look.
Okay. Poison. Bell Biv DeVoe. Never heard of one.
It's a good one.
Bell Biv DeVoe with their
arsenic.
celebration of 80s perfumes.
Oh, is that what it was?
Poison.
Big old advert, is it?
Lontheric, Panache by Lontheric, and Charlie. You want to
Fahrenheit 451.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Pierre Cardin's.
Pierre
What was that
Cardin.
other one? Blue Stratos.
Stratos.
Who used that? My
Blue
wife.
33.
You should have had a whiff of my wife's Charlie in the 80s. Oh, yeah.
I would like to have
My,
done that.
one whiff of my wife's Charlie and
Yeah.
it sent me berserk.
I had a whiff of her Charlie the other day. And,
It's the weather, yeah.
yeah,
But,
no, sat on the bus next time.
yeah, she, I mean, the thing is, it's quite
mean-
pungent, my wife's Charlie. you
I
know.
know, I know. She should wear something though.
She should wear a perfume,
wear a
that's what she
perfume.
should do, yeah. Anyway, Watford Observer, in this week's Watford Observer, get this, Pond, this is a municipal pond
Okay.
upper end of Watford High Street. Pond ready after £4 million, get this, £4 million parade revamp. Now, anyone who's been...
Am I hearing that correctly?
Yes, you are. I'm afraid you are. Yeah. £4 million?
Am I hearing that correctly?
I'm afraid you are, Angelos. It's a
Barry.
Yeah.
Am I hearing that correct?
I'm afraid you are, Angelos. It's a £4 million.
Barry,
Yes.
am I hearing that correctly?
Sorry, it's 3.4 million.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a £4.3 million revamp of the parade in Watford.
Yes.
And basically...
What's the parade? Talk me through that so I can
It's-
get a picture in my mind's
Well, if
eye.
you imagine Magaluf in the rain
Oh,
on a
yes.
drizzly Tuesday
can
afternoon,
imagine
that's
that.
pretty much Watford with all its drinking holes and puddles of vomit up
Right.
and down the upper end of the high street
Right.
as a variety of work-shy youngsters and drug addicts
Straight in there with their benefits
money, dropping-
drinking themselves to death.
dropping bits
I
of
tell you
doner
what.
kebab on the...
Tell you
go
what.
on.
If I was getting me benefits money,
Yes,
I wouldn't go in a pub, Barry.
why not?
Because you can go straight into the off licence and get 3 litres of ice dragon
you're
for about £3, mate.
Absolutely.
That is why. That is why.
And you don't have
And
the...
that'll last you. Well, that'll last you till like lunchtime anyway.
Yeah.
So you're spending like £6. I mean, you have 2 of them, 2 3 litre bottles of ice drag. You
Yeah.
are good for nothing. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you
it does the
are
trick. It's a
pissed
mark.
out your
Yeah,
face,
pissed out
right?
your face.
That's £6. Yeah. You go in a pub, you're looking at £3 a pint.
Yes.
So you have 2 pints, don't even touch the sides,
Right.
and you're already £6 in the hole.
I know. Right, let me tell you something.
Go on.
This is absolutely true. Saturday night, I
This
was
is
up.
how to spend your benefits money properly.
This is how you spend it. I was up west with
Oh, go on, yeah.
Margaret. Up west, like London.
And the kids?
Not West London. No.
Kids, just a pair of them.
And we went
Go
to
on.
a bar. And it's just near the Haymarket
Oh, yes,
down
yes,
there.
yes,
And
yes.
it's quite a nice, flashy bar sort of thing. Anyway,
Okay.
they want to charge, on top of the exorbitant prices,
Oh, no.
a service charge. That is for the man to literally hand the drink
What do you mean for the man to do his job?
to do his job.
Oh, right, so you're paying for the man to do
And
his
this
job.
is true. I had a Peruvian lager at £4.98 for a half.
What
right?
do you have that for?
I was trying
I
to
think
be
I've been
South
quite
America.
clear about my ice dragon. Should
Well,
have put that in a flask.
I was
taken it in.
showing Margaret a nice time. I
right,
wanted
okay, yeah, no, fair
Peruvian
enough, fair enough,
lagers, Greg's chicken and mushroom slice.
Yes.
No, we pulled all the stops out,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
And so, he wants to charge a service charge for the act of lifting his hand, using his motor neuron skills.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
to
Hand-eye
move-
coordination.
Hand-eye coordination
Yeah.
of and grip sensation
Yeah.
to hand over a half
drink.
of very expensive drink.
Okay, so, I mean, it's just paint a picture. How far has he got to lift this glass? Off
He's
off
got
his
to lift
tray.
it, well, let's say about 6 inches,
Right.
and I'd say about a foot to me,
Right, yeah,
standing
okay.
at
And
the bar.
and on top of his wage, which he already gets, how much does he want to do that?
I think it was about another 23 pence for that. Now, if you
Right,
get
for
around
the
a
lift.
drink, the more drinks you buy, the more
the
it
more
charges,
lifting he has
the
to
more
do.
lifting he has to do.
yeah.
Now, this Peruvian lager, so-called, didn't come from Peru, did it? Did
No.
it come from Peru? No, it came
Come
from
from
an industrial
Watney's in
site.
Brentford.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I said to Margaret, we're having a lovely night out. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Let's cut our losses, let's go home. And I cheered up, I bought a topic on the way home.
Yeah, that's it.
And we
that's
went
it.
home, we had a cup of tea.
And did the newsagent charge you service charge for handing it over at the till?
No.
Did he not? Oh, he didn't. No.
I mean, the
Didn't
difference
do that,
was
no,
at W.H.
no.
Smith at Euston, they didn't go, and sir, for the topic, there's another 17 pence.
17p service charge on top.
And I said,
Yes,
I'll have a chat magazine for Margaret to read on the train.
Yeah,
that's
oh,
another
that's
40p for me to
yeah.
lift this light as a feather, few pages of shite.
Push it towards you across the Daily
40p,
Express. Yeah.
please. But what they do at those places, try to flog you. And would sir like an industrial-sized dairy milk?
Yeah, that's it.
For
Do
a
choose to
quiz,
do
that's
that.
how they
yeah.
get you.
Yeah. And you always say yes.
Of course I do.
And then
I
I
can't
say,
tell
will
him
there be
no.
another 10 pence, please, on top of that for me to pass it to you and to type the money into the till
Yeah.
so I can take your money? Oh, right. Oh,
right.
really?
Last time I looked,
Oh, really?
your job wasn't voluntary, was it?
No, sorry. You are getting paid for this, aren't
Yeah,
you?
sorry.
You are employed by WHS.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Anyway,
think we
what
should
was I
bring that
saying?
up with the barman at next time.
I'm going to.
Have a word with him.
I'm going to.
So, are you getting paid to do this job, sir? Are you getting paid? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You are getting paid. Oh, you are getting paid.
Oh, you are? I said,
you are getting paid.
there's been some mistake.
So what's this?
What's
this
this
thing at the
extra charge?
bottom then? What is that for
What's that for?
exactly?
One
What is that?
doesn't, though, does one?
No,
you know?
one never does.
Well, listen, getting back to this pond,
Oh, the
sorry.
pond.
The pond. £4 million.
4.3 million
Now,
pounds.
let me tell you something.
Go on.
In a time of austerity, when we are saving money,
Yes.
we're supposed to be cutting
We're
our
all
cloth.
in it together.
Apparently, we're all in it together.
Yes.
What the blazes is Watford Council and their mayoress Dorothy Flippin Thornhill doing, sticking a pond at the top end of Is it just for all the the kids to do a wee in and
I would
chuck
have
up in?
thought so.
Probably it's a massive communal toilet.
So let me get this straight. In a time of austerity,
Yes.
and belt tightening,
Belt tightening.
and the all in it togetherness,
Yes, apparently, yeah.
the Watford Council have got a spare 4.3 million quid that they're going to dig an hole and stick a load of water in.
1.5 1,500 cubic metres of water. The rest they'll top up with vomit and teenage wee-wee.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tenant super.
Tenant super and fag butts.
Oh, right,
and
okay.
They've got money. Well, I mean, why not go the whole hog and just get, tons of money, KLF style.
Yeah, that's right,
Empty the pond
Take
of
it out
water.
to the forest.
Take it out.
Yeah. Or else just wait until November the 5th and say, everyone, Watford, here, we were going to spend this money on a park, but what we'll do is we'll build it all into a lovely big bonfire, stick George Osborne on the top of it, and set fire to the bloody lot.
Stick on the top of it hard-working pensioners like me. And burners.
Well, I know there are hard-working pensioners like you, but, you wouldn't put yourself in a hard-working category.
No, definitely not.
No.
But, it would be symbolic, wouldn't it? A big...
Representative,
And just set where do you want these pallets for this year's November the 5th bonfire? Don't need them.
We don't need those. No, how much did they... We'll look, this is 12,000 quid worth of pallets here. No, just... I tell you what, go and bung them in the sea, because we're going to burn 4.5 million pounds.
Lovely fireworks display,
Yeah, that's right. No, we won't be needing a fireworks display this year, because the money we're going to use from the fireworks, the 1.3 million quid, we're just going to stick that on the fire.
Cut out the middleman.
We're going to burn that as well. Yeah,
what would you like to see Neasden Council spend its money on?
I would like Neasden Council to spend its money wisely and with great care and great thought, especially in the middle of summer.
Yes.
A great big ice sculpture of Bradley Wiggins.
That's right. That would be about the size of it, wouldn't it?
Because he's a local lad. He's from Kilburn.
That's it.
And I'd like to see, because he's not on the radar anymore. His star has waned.
Yes.
And I'd like to see a 20-foot ice sculpture of him in the middle of Neasden Town Square by the clock. And just let that melt over the course. And I want to spend some serious money on it.
Yes,
so I want some, I want Damien Hirst to come and do it.
Well, it would be nice if all the people who
would
otherwise...
he always goes over budget.
He goes way over budget. Yeah. It'd be nice if Damien Hirst and his Wiggins sculpture, there'd be so many homeless people because they wouldn't have spent the money on housing.
No, that's right.
Just for this massive thing. And then maybe as a gesture, one of the poor people in Neasden, Damien Hirst could cut him in half, shove him in formaldehyde.
That's right.
So we could all have really rub their noses in it.
Yeah, lovely.
That'd be nice.
Lovely, yeah. So that's what I'd like.
Yeah.
An ice sculpture. It can't last any more than about 2 or 3 days, this thing. It's got to be gone in 2 or 3 days because otherwise the moment is past.
Yes.
Because otherwise you just keep wandering around it going, that thing's still up there. But I want to see it after a day with the head melted and it's just like shoulders and he's standing on his bike, so you wouldn't actually know who he was.
It was, yeah. Well, that would be the part of the course at Watford.
Yeah.
What they'd probably do is put it in the pond with no water in it, but it would be too much to have the Wiggins sculpture turn into the pond water.
Oh, no,
that would be too complete. They'd siphon that out and then spend more money.
Too well thought through.
Too well thought through. So that's what.
What would you like to see 4.3 million quid spent?
I'd like to see much nicer offices for all those people who are spending our money maybe a foot spa while they're... I'd like them carried into work on a sedan chair.
Because if they're making these tough decisions, they need a really nice environment in which to make them, because clearly the decisions they're currently making are a load of old bullshit. And we must put that down to the surrounding in which they're making those decisions.
I'd like them to be sitting on a solid gold chair.
Yes.
A variety of prostitutes come in, entertain them, maybe, do their typing for them.
Yes.
While some of the hard-bitten, ratepayers come in and massage their feet, bring them some sandwiches, and occasionally get a clip round the ear from some of these apparatchiks who are providing a massive pond whilst there's a whole lot of other things involved. But that's a little bit of satire.
Sod the hospital.
Sod the hospital. Let's have nicer sandwiches for the council.
We want 4.3 million quid pond.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what for council? What about beds in the hospital? What about a new machine? What about a win? No. There's an hole in the ground over there and there's water in it.
Yeah.
There's a pond.
What about, the schools? What about the lack of home, the terrible state of the roads? No.
Oh, no,
what
no.
we're going to send is a solid gold statue of the Mayoress Dorothy in Hornhill.
Yeah, that's what we need.
That's what we need.
It'll boost morale.
Yeah, boost morale in the council offices. Well, there's satire for you. Don't say we don't ever give you anything.
We covered a lot here.
And talking of the madness of your likeness, talking of the madness of council spending, this is...
Oh, very good,
Yes.
Barry. Very
It's
good.
madness.
This is your best saxophone song
Best saxophone song ever.
ever. Here we go. This is where he just introduces it. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter about
He introduces
one
it.
step beyond, he says, and then they start playing the saxophone.
Your feet. Dennis. One step beyond.
Nutty boys. Short but sweet, but that was the live showstopper whenever you saw Madness play live around the Camden area about 1981. When they played that song, the crowd went so wild. Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers. They're still going, aren't they, Madness?
Oh, they're still going there.
Not allowed to call it madness probably now.
Oh, yeah, political correct.
Special needs.
Special needs or
with
depression.
Depression with... Yeah.
Schizophrenia. One step along. Yeah, they play Finsbury Park,
so?
A-Turner, Madstock,
all that sort of thing.
Live.
Now, it's terrible, this political correctness. I mean,
Gone madness.
It's gone special needs, isn't it?
Yeah.
My wife, Margaret, there was nothing she liked more than listening to the Gypsy Kings with some gypsy creams.
That's right.
You can't have either of them now.
No,
the Gypsy King, the Traveller Kings.
Yeah.
The itinerant.
Yeah,
No,
what
what
happened to them since political correctness?
I think they got moved on by the council.
Yeah, the travelling community kings.
The travelling community kings.
Yeah.
The rich Roma culture kings.
It hasn't got quite the same ring to it.
No, I
is
used
it?
to
Yeah.
love the Gypsy Kings. They had that
Yeah,
lovely
good,
song,
weren't they?
Burning Tyres in a Field.
That's right, nicking washing machines.
Nicking washing machines. That lovely one.
Nicking bikes from round the back of the garden.
Would you like some Lucky Heather? Lovely.
If you don't have it, it'll be cursed for the rest of your life. Okay.
Apologies to anyone out there.
Straying into the racist area. Who have we got on the line?
We got someone who's going to magic away all that nastiness. Hello, are you there, Ali Cook?
Now then, you're right.
It's Jimmy Savile.
Was that now then?
Now then, no, it's me.
You can't. You cannot do that impression anymore. You're not allowed.
Listen, son, you be careful with that.
It's just me.
Now then, it's Ali Cook.
Listen, now then, Ali Cook. I love that. Are you allowed to do that? Take people's catchphrases in retrospect?
Yes, you can, especially here. You can say what you like.
On the line is Ali Cook. Ali Cook is on the line. Higher, lower.
To be fair, you can plunder whatever you like from Savile. I don't think anyone's going to worry.
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
he's still alive, Bruce Forsyth.
Oh, yeah, don't take his stuff.
You're going to like this. Not a lot.
Not a lot. That's Paul, yes.
Paul Davids.
Have you ever met Paul Daniels, Ali?
I have met him, a few times, yeah. He was in Edinburgh a couple of years ago, yeah.
Yeah. Whose catchphrase you doing now?
Yeah.
Who was that? He was in Edinburgh a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, he was in Edinburgh.
Philip Schofield.
Philip Schofield, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a lovely.
Ali,
Schofield, is it? Yeah.
Ali,
Yeah.
have I done a gig with you?
I've definitely done one with Angelos, but I'm not sure I've done one with you, Barry.
No, that was Angelos speaking, you muppet.
Ali. Thank you.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was, mate. It was. Now, as I
It was
recall,
obviously memorable.
you got a nice motor, haven't you?
I did at that time. I did, yeah. We all went to where we
went up to
Kent,
like
didn't we?
Stevenage or somewhere like that, and it was a nightclub, and it was a disaster.
Yeah, it was.
Sat
It was a horrible
funny
show.
It was awful, wasn't it? Awful.
It was. It was a really horrible gig. It was me, you, and James Mullinger, wasn't it? I think.
Was it? I thought it was Lee Kern was there, wasn't he?
Oh, and Lee Kearney was, yeah.
I mean, it was like a disaster. It was a disaster. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've all come out of it unscathed.
Yes.
So that's the main thing. So, what are you currently doing, Ali?
Well, I'm about to be in a film which comes out soon.
Oh, very nice.
Do you want to tell us the film?
It's the film's called The Anomaly and comes out on the 4th of July. And I play an American Secret Service agent.
Oh,
basically.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good
That's
stuff,
good, isn't it?
mate. Good stuff.
I mean, for those people who aren't aware of Ali, he's an English magician. He's an actor originating from Yorkshire, and you've made the leap then into film. How did that happen, for goodness sake?
Well, I was doing a comedy club, the Comedy Cafe, actually, you know, on Rivington Street.
I know it.
And originally, there was a director came in there one night called Andrew Saunders, and he was a student of Stephen Frears, and he saw me there, and then he put me in a short film. And then from there, I got an agent, and then that was it, really. It was a very, very weird way to get involved, actually.
Really strange, isn't it?
And I noticed that the movie's directed movie, I call it a film, is directed by Noel Clarke, and he's famously off Doctor Who, and he done that military programme.
Kid Altered. He was
Kid Altered.
Yeah, that's his big one, wasn't it?
That's
Kid
it.
Altered.
That's his hit. Yeah, that's his hit.
I've always quite admired him, Noel Clarke. He puts his money where his mouth is, doesn't he? How was it to work with?
He gets things done.
He does get things done, actually. Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's just one of them people who, just like a proper grafter.
Yes.
He does try to do everything, but he ssort of does do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he really just, goes for it, and it is quite impressive, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about doing films and that, and he's the one who actually goes and does it.
Yeah. Now, you've been doing magic on our tellies for, years, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done it for a long, long time,
Channel 4, Channel 5, Sky 1, all produced by Objective Productions. You must have been keeping their offices afloat, you and Darren Brown, mustn't you?
I think Darren more.
Keeping the lights on.
Yeah, I think I kept one room going.
They like a bit of magic there at Objective Productions, don't they?
They do, don't they?
Yeah, they love bloody magic.
They're the only production company. They've got a head of magic department.
Wow. Do you ever see him? Was he standing in a box?
No, he's always disappearing.
Yeah.
He's always vanishing.
Really?
His name's Anthony, and he's just magic mad. All he does is pitch magic shows all the time.
You're kidding. Yeah. Is he one of these irritating people who's always got a pick a card, you know, one of them. Don't like that. It gets on my nerves.
He's a little bit like that, yeah.
And then when you ask him to do a trick, they go, "Oh no, well I can't do one for you now." You know, it's all on their terms, isn't it, Ali? The magicians, all on their bloody terms.
Always on their terms. You have to pick your battlegrounds when you're a magician. You can't do it when you're in a t-shirt, you know.
No, exactly. You've got to have stuff up your sleeve.
You know, I used to have an agent, Eric Reynolds. And he sawed a woman in half. It wasn't his act. He'd done 15 years in Broadmoor for that.
Yeah, he's a
psychopath. But do you keep your hand in, do you, with the old magic, do you?
No, definitely, all the time, yeah. I think sort of doing the films is like a lucky thing that comes along once in a while. And I've had quite a good run recently, but I'm always doing gigs all the time, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, I'm doing Selby Town Hall, Edinburgh preview there on Wednesday. So,
you're going out to Edinburgh again, then?
Away.
You're going out to Edinburgh again, Ali?
I'm not doing Edinburgh this year, but I'm working towards it for next year, yeah.
Hold on, you're doing warm-up gigs now for a year
Edinburgh.
Come August.
Yeah.
That's keen, isn't it?
Keen as mustard.
God, that is keen.
My warm-up gigs were the day before.
The tricks are a nightmare. Because you've got to sort of, you know, be mildly amusing, but then just getting the tricks made and making sure the tricks work, it takes forever.
What was the name of that mentalist we had in here, Barry?
Oh,
what
God,
was his
who
name?
was he? Do you remember
What
Through
was
the
his
Glass?
name?
What was the one? And he's a mentalist fella.
Do you know any mentalists, Sally, on the circuit?
I know Darren.
Derek Acora?
Who's Darren? No, it wasn't Darren. He's
Derek
right.
Acora. Have you had Derek Acora?
Oh, Derek
My first
Acora.
TV show.
I've been
My
trying to
first
get hold
TV
of
show
Derek
was-
Acora, like, on any format for years, but he won't come near me.
Well, I did his TV show years ago, and he got me thrown off his show because he
Why?
said, it's clear I'm using trickery, and he's not.
Well,
Now,
he's a witch doctor, as we know.
Any magical mysticism from Mr. Accorda was dispelled by me when I saw him standing outside Euston Station, huffing and puffing that his train was late, pulling on a Benson and Hedges.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I thought, it's not that mystic, is
No,
it? Didn't
no.
he used to be
Well,
a
he's a
professional
footballer?
footballer?
Liverpool. He's on Liverpool.
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Really? God almighty.
And he has a spirit guide called Sam, doesn't he?
That's Sammy,
right.
the African
Yeah.
spirit guide. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't have anything like that, do you, Ali? Anyone who appears on your shoulder and advises you
Yeah.
whether or not to
I've got-
take... Well,
An agent.
a mystical agent still takes
mystical agent,
still
not
takes
anymore.
15% in this world or the
That's right.
other, you know.
Yeah.
You
He
know.
used to have a little owl.
A little owl.
A little owl when I was lonely as a child.
Oh, blimey. Yeah, all right. Have you ever seen Derek Acora's tweets?
No.
Do you follow him on
I
Twitter?
have not seen his tweet.
Oh, my
He
God.
used to wear those jumpers, didn't he, like Giles Brandreth? I don't
Yeah,
think I saw
yeah.
that when he
Just
went
to
through
sort
that phase.
Try and,
Yeah.
make him like an everyman and stuff. But, I mean,
Yeah.
for someone that's got a lot going on in his head, Derek Acora,
Yeah.
Yes.
all he ever tweets is like, off to Swansea, headlight broken. Who the hell wants to know that? But I retweet it like mad.
But you know when people say, "Oh no, it wasn't me. Tweeted somehow my
Yeah, someone
Twitter
got
was
hacked.
hacked." Well, in his case, that could the whole thousands of people from hundreds of years past could easily
hack in, yeah.
hack in, and plague is about to, Pudding Lane, plague coming.
Yeah,
Could be that fire coming in London.
Historical event.
Historical events, that's a call.
No.
They're strangely not that good, are they? And they've got all the technology that they could do it.
Yeah, they don't
and,
bother.
They don't bother.
Mind you, they could just read everyone else's tweets before they come to his show, and then he'd know probably more information about them, wouldn't he?
No,
Well,
there's
look,
only so much
you
he
would
can store in
think
his head.
that Sam, the spirit guide,
Yeah.
could advise whether his train from Euston to Liverpool had been delayed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Well, you'd think he'd have known.
You would have thought.
Yeah.
Sam, can you tell us if the spirits, if the Virgin saying
I cannot tell you this. I cannot tell you. But what
Sam.
I can tell you is if you keep sucking on them Benson and Hedges, you will keel over.
Sam,
That accent's bang on.
Not bad, is it? That is what he sounds like.
Sam, can you tell me? Are there pork pies going cheap in Marks and Spencer's before I get on the train
I
to
don't
Liverpool?
know this. I don't know it.
Sam, I've seen the sushi is past its sell-by date in Marx's.
Why don't you piss off?
I suppose it's handy having that.
Yeah, but he'd
on
ask
his-
him. He'd overrun him with questions and saying
Yeah.
and Sam would
Yeah.
get pissed off with him.
Where is the buffet carriage on this train, Sam, to
Don't
Liverpool?
know. Anyway, Ali, so you've done private parties for Damien Hirst. What's he like?
He's quite a down-to-earth bloke, actually, considering you would have thought...
Yes,
Yeah, member of the Lucky
the
Club.
Sort of,
another member of the Lucky
Club.
isn't
That
he?
one, member of the
Of
Lucky
course
Club.
he is.
Anyone,
Yeah, but he
anyone
was,
could have done that. Yeah, go on.
he was really... he had quite a northern sense of humour, and he was a little bit blokey. He was quite blokey.
Oh,
I was really
yeah.
surprised.
Hangs around with
Yeah.
Blur and Keith Allen and all that, doesn't he? Damien Hirst.
Do you,
Does he?
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think
Right.
they're all in the pub going, "What have you done this week, Dave?" "Oh, I've got a
listen,
pig's head
listen
and
to
I
this,
shot."
right?
Yeah,
Listen,
you'll
I've
never.
got this. I went down to the market
Smithfield.
down in the other one down in Borough Market.
Borough
right?
Market.
I bought a shark, right?
Yeah.
I went down to HSS,
Yeah.
got myself a chainsaw, sliced the thing up,
Yeah.
right, and then shoved it in a fish tank
Tank.
and froze the fucker.
And who turns up? Old Punchy himself, Sarchi, has turned up.
Right, he's only gone and bought it. And I thought, I was pissed when I made that.
Yeah. Do you remember when Charles Sarchi had that head in his freezer made of blood and the freezer got switched off?
Yeah, disgusting.
Disgusting. I've got...
When I went to Damien Hirst's thing, he had cabinets just full of glasses, and that was meant to represent the 12 disciples.
Right,
that was the show that I went to.
Say what
you like, can't you? I mean, you say that.
Yeah, you can really.
I mean, the real reason was that he where he used to live, he used to be Specsavers.
I mean, see over here, I've got... That there is a crust from a bacon sandwich I had earlier.
Oh, right.
If you hold it up to the light like that...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gandhi.
Gandhi, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Now, in many ways, that crust represents the peaceful protest that we all experience. The salt marches. And that represents the future of mankind. That'll be £15,000, please.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Moving on. J.K. Rowling, she seems nice. She seems nice.
How nice she is.
She seems nice.
Yes, that was it, yeah.
Remember that?
I've done a...
You've done
a few shows for her.
Oh,
yeah, long time ago.
At her house?
Yes.
I did a show for her, right, and she'd hired Stirling Castle.
Bloody
hell.
She got a few
there was like about 300 people there. Yeah, it was an amazing event, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
Pretty amazing.
Did you just
and Ian
go around...
Hislop was the after-dinner speaker.
Who?
Who?
Who was?
Ian Hislop was doing it.
My God.
Good God. I expect...
Yeah.
Was it free buffet and all that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Not a paying bar or anything?
No.
No.
She said,
it was an amazing event.
She's got a few quid,
I've chucked 50 quid behind the bar. Once that's gone, it's up to you.
But, till that point...
I've got drumsticks.
It was a bit like that.
There are some Scotch eggs.
Yeah.
You know.
And choke me through Minnie Driver's jaw, because she's got quite a big jaw, hasn't she?
Yeah, gosh, that was a...
Yeah, we've got it all down here, mate. We've got it all down here.
What happened with her jaw?
Yeah.
She's got a massive jaw.
I did a show for Minnie Driver's sister's hen do,
What's her sister called? Minnie Driver and...
Minnie Cooper.
Range Rover. What's her name? What's her name? Sister's name?
I can't remember. They didn't look anything like each other, though. That's all I really remember.
Oh.
And, yeah, they were... It was a very civilised affair, to be honest. It was quite, quite a straightforward sort of show, really. But very pleasant.
I bet they paid you for you, Bob, didn't they?
How much you get
for that?
He paid a bit better than a Mirth Control gig.
How much you get for J.K. Rowling one? How much? How much?
No, it was a charity show.
No. All right, forget. All right. Damien Hirst. How much you get for that? That wasn't a charity show.
I bet
that was his Christmas party.
Well, look, we're talking a lot of money.
I bet that was an arm and a leg, literally.
Yeah,
formaldehyde.
was.
Yeah, well, what was cool about his party is everyone had to come dressed as a terrible accident. That was quite cool.
God.
That was quite funny.
Did you come dressed as one of his art pieces?
Yeah. Where'd you go as?
I just was just magician. I didn't know. I was unaware until I got there.
Do you know?
Everyone had like blood and axes and stuff coming out of them and stuff.
Do you know? I went to a Wild West party not long ago. Someone turned up as Fred and Rose.
I don't know that.
No.
I'll tell you what was awful. Did you hear about Rose West when she was on the way to prison?
Oh, yeah.
She was in the...
I liked it at the time. I thought it was very funny.
She was in the van and she turned to the prison officer looking after her. She said, look, before I go to prison, I'm going away for a long time. Could you stop at the off licence? I could murder a couple of tenants. And that concludes this evening's tasteless joke section.
How much money did you get paid for doing Damien Hirst's party, Ali, if you're still there?
I'm still here. I can't... It was... I don't
remember.
Talk about fees.
No,
it's a bit,
Oh, it's a bit...
but you thought...
You've been very good up till now.
Now, spill the beans.
Yeah.
Been really good up till now, and now we've come across you this Mexican standoff where you won't tell us how much you get paid for a party.
Let yourself down.
What a shame. It was going really well up until now. But there we go.
I'll tell you what, If you want to go with the catchphrases, we'll name a price and you go higher, lower, freeze. I'm the leader of the pack that makes me such a jolly jack. Here's the girls who are so appealing. Come on, dollies, do your dealing.
£10,000. Higher, lower.
But you don't get paid very well for those gigs, though.
Oh, lower.
Lower.
£5,000.
What
are you saying?
£5,000. Higher. £7,000.
Lower.
£6,000.
That's about it.
Oh, freeze! £6,000.
That's not bad for a
That's
night's
not
work,
bad for
Ali.
pulling a rabbit out your anus, isn't it?
Magic's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Telling
you get paid
me.
so well doing magic.
I know. But people like to be tricked and fooled. They're idiots.
Yeah.
And you can rip them off for the rest of your life, Ali.
£6,000.
What would you do with that, Barry? Do you know what I'd do with it?
What did you do?
I'd build a great big pond.
So would I.
Fill it with stagnant water.
So would I. Look, Ali, we got to go.
We've enjoyed this.
We've enjoyed this very much.
We've had some dickheads on this show, Ali,
we really
honestly,
have.
and it's so nice to have someone that's talented
You wouldn't believe.
and funny and engaging.
That's it. We've had some rubbish
twice.
on this show, haven't we?
Yeah, actually, awful.
God, awful. We're not naming names,
No.
but you've been one of the best, mate, and you're very welcome again.
Yeah, come back and do a trick
back.
for
I'd
us
love to
on
come
air.
down. I'd love to come down and do some tricks for
We
you.
would love that.
We'd love it.
We would love it. Bring your suitcase.
Yeah.
Lovely. Not sure we can afford him at £6,000
Bring
a pop,
your
but
glass.
there you
No,
are.
you'd have to come and do it
I'll
for
come
free.
down. You're only down the road.
Well,
It's
why
just I
didn't
could
you come
down
in today
Yeah,
then?
that's the
Why were we
point.
talking to you on a blinking phone?
I know. I've got to rush off. I've got something I can't get out of.
Yeah, well, you could have got out of
Well,
it
you're
from
not
here.
much of a magician if you can't get out of it. What
Nice
is it?
one, Barry.
Chains?
Nice one. Put the boot in, mate.
Cool, blimey, he's got something he can't get out of. I won't be going
I've
to
just
see your
got
show.
something more important. That's all. That's
What
all
is
it
it?
is. Not
What?
a big deal.
You're doing Britain's Got Talent.
Not again.
It's not.
Oh, he's done Britain. Have you done Britain's Got Talent, Ali?
I have not done it. No.
You
They
wanna-
keep
you
hounding
wanna-
me though.
You want to think
You know
about
they
doing
ring
it,
you.
mate.
You know on that show they ring everyone up. They ring all the people who actually do it for a living, and they hound them.
Do you know what? You shouldn't go near
Shall
that.
I tell you
You
something?
shouldn't go near that
Shall I
show.
tell you something?
No.
They did that with me.
And they did it with me.
Oh, did they
Yeah,
really?
they did.
And I had a lady phoned up, this is true, and we
Yeah.
had a long discussion on the phone, and I said, but I do Steve Wright's show on radio too. It needn't matter. I said, I have certain requirements. Don't worry, we can get through all that. And I did and ah about it because, like everyone, I was flattered by the attention. It was only my wife who threatened to hit me with a cricket bat if I
you
went
went on
anywhere
it.
near it, who stopped me doing it. And I'm awfully glad I didn't.
Oh, I think you're
You know.
right, Barry.
But
Yeah, no. It's
Well, I was
it's a
asked to
funny
do
one.
it, and I was then declined when they said, "What would you do if you came on?" I said, I will fry an egg to Chaz and Dave.
That's right.
You
I remember you saying about
Yeah.
And they didn't go for it.
No, they
Oh,
didn't want me to do that.
They didn't want the old chap.
No,
That's a killer bit. That's like
I'd have
killer.
my colour gas lamp on there, little saucepan, Chaz and Dave, and I'd fry an egg, but they said,
It's a lovely idea.
it's a nice act, isn't
It's
it?
a great act.
Could make some money out of that.
Oh, blimey, lovely. A few
Ali,
yolks.
don't you go near Britain's Got Talent. You come down
Ali,
here. You
Ali,
come down here
you
with your
come down here.
suitcase, and you'll be more than welcome. Good luck with
I
whatever
will.
it is you're doing
Whatever
today.
it is you're
You
doing,
can't get out of.
and you can have them removed, scraped out, probably. So good luck with that. And keep taking the ointment, Ali. Lots of love to you.
Yeah, lots of love, mate.
Cheers.
Have a nice
And
day.
you guys.
Bye bye,
Alright,
bye bye,
cheers.
bye
See you later. Bye bye.
Bloody hell! £6,000.
Ace your face.
£6,000 for turning up there and eating a few vol au vents.
It's so easy, isn't it?
Ace of base, hey!
Oh, is that the end of that song?
Yeah, all that she wants is another baby.
Well, all
which
she has to do is get up to the clinic, right, fill a few forms in,
yes,
and then get on with it.
I'd
You
imagine
don't need a bloke these days, you know.
you don't need one, do you?
No, you don't. All you have to do is prove that you've got a few quid in the bank.
Yes.
Right, and you can do that easily by lying.
Yes.
Then you have to go to Switzerland or somewhere. If you want, like, you want a really good-looking bloke, you go to Switzerland or Netherlands, where, like, they've got the spunk there from really, like, good genes and good-looking fellas,
Right.
you know. Because if you go to Burnley or if
The
you go
spunk up
something,
there's
you don't
no-
know what you're getting. You know, you've seen some of them around and you think, oh, my God. You know, so make sure it's safe. Get
Yes.
yourself over to, like, the Netherlands.
Get
'cause
some
they all
Dutch
look,
spunk.
Yeah, because they look like, you know, them. They got that sort of Aryan Nazi look about
That's
them.
right, that's
and
nice.
although they've got a bad reputation, those people, they are quite good looking.
They are, yes.
So get over there and get a test tube out of the fridge. And then a syringe. I think someone will take care of all the nitty gritty for you.
Yes.
And then I think they call it IBS.
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 Yes. And what do they do? Squirt it up you sort of thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Right,
so.
right.
Yeah, but you can only do it if you're a woman because it doesn't work if you're a bloke.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
But what-
Excuse me?
That is gross unprofessionalism to bring your phone in here.
Yeah, I know. And leave
Curiously-
it on.
and
Should have
leave it on.
answered it, shouldn't I?
Curiously enough, is that the IBF clinic? You've got to provide a bit more of your...
My
business.
I must have fathered about 40 or 50, 60
Do
kids.
they have a picture of your face on the test tube? Do you want this
You
as
want
the
this fella?
father?
Yeah, exactly. Good at maths.
But you've done a nice picture of you with your hair combed over.
Yeah, I
and,
look nice. Took my glasses
a moustache
off.
on your chin, you
That's
know.
it, yeah.
And it was when you had the glasses, the nice, the tinted glasses,
yeah,
and that
like,
nice shirt.
I had the reactor lights on.
The reactor lights.
You know,
on.
where like you go out in the sun and they turn into shades.
It
Do you know the ones?
I know. It was familiar, a friendly thing. You had the two thumbs up, giving
That's
the
it.
thumbs up,
Be
and
stumping
two fingers pointing down to your
To
genitals,
me,
saying, "Have some of
"Hey, do you
that."
want some of this?
Do you
love
want some
juice.
of this?
Love juice.
You filled. How much do you fill up? Do they have just the one pot?
Bucket.
A bucket.
Yeah.
So there's a picture of you on the bucket,
Yeah.
and has it got all your credentials
Yeah,
underneath
yeah.
your
Age,
face?
you know, like what I've done for a living.
Yeah.
Like, how many benefits I've claimed.
Yes.
Uh,
Favourite TV programme.
degree, favourite colour.
Favourite colour.
Sort of things I'm into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? You got all them
Go-karting.
leather-bound Royal Tournament programmes you've got. Because some women would like that, wouldn't
They
they?
do. They like
Volume
it
3,
sort of like
1975.
all in order, in sequence on the shelf.
Yeah,
Because
and-
they see that as like organised.
So they go along the shelf, they go, well, this fella, the Aryan one, there's a
Yeah.
Dutch one, oh, what's this? There's a Greek fella, Angelos Epithemia.
Yeah,
Oh, he
nice.
looks friendly.
It's nice,
He's
yeah.
got a pair of reactor light repeats on.
Yes,
Thumbs up.
Two thumbs up.
Thumbs
two
up.
fingers down.
2 fingers down.
And what does he like doing?
Oh.
Okay. Go-karting.
Go-karting.
Yeah.
Well,
So what? Bowling.
bowling,
Going on the
go-karting.
arcade. You
Nights
like
out.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, open brackets, Witherspoons.
Okay.
Uh, pictures.
Chaz and Dave.
Chaz
you
and
like?
Dave.
Yeah.
Favourite films, anything with a car chase in
Jackie
it.
Chan.
Jackie
Anything with
Chan.
Jackie Chan in it.
Special
Funny
interests,
fella. Yeah.
hula hoops.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Favourite sweet,
Favourite Haribo.
Haribo.
Anything by Haribo.
Anything but
Oh,
from
he's
the
European. I see,
anything
he's
from
European.
stylish.
Oh.
Anything from the Haribo canon.
Yeah.
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 What do you have? Your favourite drinks and
Yeah.
that?
Fanta.
Etc.
Pfizer.
Yeah. Greg's
Fish pasties.
pasties.
Wild bean pasties.
What about places travelled, that sort of thing?
Neasden, Kilburn.
Neasden, Kilburn area. Willesden.
Yeah.
What do you have to have about your background and that sort of thing, so they know?
Well, you have to say where you're from and stuff, but I lied across the board to that. So
What's it got? Mum's maiden name not applicable. Phone's going off again. They're desperate for your spunk, aren't they?
They really are, mate. I'm going to have
God,
to,
there must be. Is there a list? Is there a
some
queue?
point. Yeah. Well, there's a few birds that want me.
There was a queue outside your house for ladies who want to be impregnated, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
Did
for
you just have a
little
sort
while.
of? You just had hanging up like a hanging basket. Just reach out, help yourself, sort
Yeah,
of thing.
it's like it was like swingers in the 70s when you put panther grass.
Yeah.
Panther grass, you know.
Pumple.
Panther grass.
Yeah, it's, I know. There's
When you
a
put
swing
that
inside
outside
of the
the
monkey
thing,
puzzle
like-
tree as well. Was as well. Monkey puzzle tree.
They know that
That you're up for fathering
up
children.
for a bit of that. Yeah. And if you have like a swinging basket outside your door
It
with a
means-
bucket hanging off it with your face on it, It means the same thing. I'm up for fathering your kids.
Kids, yeah.
Step
Did you
inside and see what I've got.
And then they used to come into a room and you had a sort of a lamp on, one of them lava lamps.
Yeah.
And you'd be reclining in the corner.
How are you?
Hi.
Do you like a spliff?
See anything you like, and
Anything
your
you like?
dingle-dangle will be out under your robe.
Is this the sort of father for your child that you want?
Yeah. You could have turned the telly off at the time, but you quite like Emmerdale, didn't you?
Emmerdale, I was watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do they do? They say,
Gives you an idea of my character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Culturally
Emmerdale,
diverse.
all the athletics he's on.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then what they do then? Well, look, I'm interested in
are you?
Father. Oh, let's... hello there.
Yeah.
Are you the donator? The donor?
I am. Did you see the bucket on the wall with my face?
Yeah, I saw it. I wonder if I could... Do I take it or...
No, you don't take it. I will provide a new sample for you.
Okay,
would you like that direct or would you like it
Through the post?
Through the post.
I'll have it direct, please.
Oh, direct. Okay, well, you just pop yourself down on there.
Okey-dokey.
Help yourself to spliff
Okay,
or a
nice.
bong. Now, I've got Emmerdale on. If you want to switch it over to the athletics, you can, but don't switch it to anything else, please. I'm going to pop up...
Pop upstairs? Yeah.
I'm going to pop upstairs into the bog. I'm going to just take this...
What was a cup, wasn't it? A mug?
I'm going to just take this egg cup, which I've rinsed out with fairy liquid.
Yeah.
I'm going up to the bog. I'm going to just slip my caftan off.
Let's give her a look at the goods before...
And by the end of part one of Emmerdale...
You'll be in the family way.
You will have what you need.
Oh, OK. Can I help
Just
myself to
leave
these
from-
curly whirlies?
Yeah, have a curly whirly, please.
Yes.
But don't have too many of them because I've got a few more customers coming through.
OK.
Later on, put 250 quid on the
table.
on the top of the cardboard box.
Ignore the smell. And
Ignore
then
the smell.
Yeah.
Or don't ignore the smell if you like it.
gets the pheromones going.
That's right. And just relax, make yourself comfortable. I'll be going through, as I say, to the door.
Yeah.
And I'll leave the door open so you can hear exactly what I'm doing to make you feel part of the whole process.
And what did you have up there as a stimulant?
I had a picture of Linda Lusardi. Sam Fox.
And Suzanne Mitzi.
Yeah, and what's that other one I like?
Oh, I know. That lovely one who used to be on Dallas.
Angela Merkel.
Angela Merkel.
I like her.
Angela Merkel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you... How many did you father in the end?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Something in the region of what?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of episodes of Emmerdale Farm, isn't there?
Yeah, so, I suppose so.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's, you know.
So if anyone is interested in you being a donor, a surrogate...
Well, if they want me to donate, then, you know, they know where to find me.
So send an email to
Fubar
Radio / Angelo Spunk.
Yes.
And don't forget, there will be a 25 pence post and package in.
Yeah, sure.
We will provide the jiffy bag.
Yeah, and the egg cup, which I want back.
He does want it back. He will give it a ring. And you can only do, what, a couple of days, I suppose. He takes it out of you, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can't go mad with it because it gets weaker and weaker.
Of course it does. It gets weaker and weaker. In the end, it's like passing sand, isn't it?
That's right. That's right, yeah.
You go. Well, that's that. Dr. Robert Winston will be on with us later. But in the meantime... This is Echo and the Flipping Bunnymen with The Cutter.
Good lads. Chinwag.
Love it.
That was Echo and the Bunnymen there from the 80s, I think.
Oh, they don't write them like that no more,
Thank
do they?
God. Okay, we're joined now by Comedy Edinburgh Sensations. Have you been to Edinburgh?
A few times.
Been a few times. Fifth year.
Listen, they're called Four Screws Loose,
Yes.
and I've done a show with them last year, Mervyn Stutter's Pick of the Fringe.
Oh, yeah, you were going to tell us about Mervyn, weren't you?
Well, I can't say that now.
He
That
won't
was
be
for when
listening.
the mics go
He won't
down.
be listening.
Who is... All right, I'm not going to quite say
He's not going to know
what I was
names.
going to say.
Let's call him Mervyn Potter.
Do you know a show called The Seven Ages of Man?
Oh, no.
No, I don't think I do either.
I'm going to tell you about it during the next song. I can't try now.
Can't you?
No.
Well, anyway, that's by the by.
That's by the
We're
by.
here with 4 screws loose. One of them's called Conan.
Oh, blimey, what a name.
Hello.
There's Conan
That's what
there.
Conan sounds like.
That's
Ooh.
what Conan sounds
Me
like.
Conan.
Then, that's not
That's what
Conan.
Conan should sound like.
Fella that wants to be Conan.
Yeah.
That's Richard.
That's me.
And then we've got
Hello, I'm Conan.
There we go. That's the other version of Conan. That's Joseph.
Very good.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
Smashed it.
Sorry, there's only 3 screws here, aren't
Where's the
there?
4th
Where's the
screw?
fourth?
We have to give a big shout out to Tom, who's
Okay.
you've rightly figured out isn't here.
Tom,
Well,
He lives
Shout-
in Yeovil and he had an
shout out.
accident with
It's
some
all the way out in
sheep
Somerset,
last night. Yeah.
Let's
Is
go
that
with the
true?
sheep.
He hasn't really had an accident with sheep, has he?
Yeah.
what? How? What?
He tripped over
Something
one.
to do with a Prius.
He got something stuck in it.
We just went down the level of the show. That's great. I know where
These
we're going.
fellas were the new act of the year finalists. Where was that? New act, what, in your flat? Or which new act of the
Yeah.
year where?
All our mums were on the panel.
Yes.
Yeah, we were highly commended.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yes.
win.
Yeah,
because
we still didn't win.
But you have to do that thing where you have to stand on stage and then the winner gets announced and then we all just stay there and just smile.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then music comes on, dun, 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 and then you kind of walk on.
Oh, that's the
right.
walk of shame,
Yeah.
isn't that awful? And it says they're officially the tallest sketch comedy group on the circuit, which I can attest to, because they're tall.
So
Getting
weird.
neck problems in this mic.
Although
Look
I
at
think we've
Conan.
had
I could probably
Hennessy.
move up.
We've had Hennessy
yeah.
and Friends. Is that what they call
yeah,
it?
that's
Yeah. But Miranda takes down the
Miranda
average.
definitely.
Yeah, but the other two are quite tall. One
think
of
we
them, of
average
course, plays
6'2".
John Collins, doesn't he?
You know, in that
Yes,
advert.
in the Snickers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snickers. Yeah, better. That's
Yeah.
what he does. Who's the
does
other
it
one?
very well.
Who's the other one that is just nice, mature? Who's that one?
Is that-
He's in the
that-
sketch group as well.
Clever Peter. Isn't
He's
Yeah.
Clever Peter, and he stands there like he's like on neutral, like on the stage like that. Nice, mature.
The-
Learned it from drama school.
The 4 Screws Loose deliver wildly exuberant, that's so annoying, that chair, wildly exuberant
No, it isn't.
pop
What are we talking about?
culture obsessed silliness.
What does wildly?
Someone tried to do an impression then of a
Sorry.
squeaking bed and sex.
That would be me.
Bloody
What does
hell.
wildly exuberant mean?
Don't know, someone wrote that for us.
That's got PR, isn't it?
Wildly exuberant.
Can we look that up, please? Wildly exuberant, so we know what we're dealing
Pop
with.
culture obsessed silliness intercut. This sounds like a melange of delights. It's culture obsessed silliness intercut with high energy songs and musical mashups. Bloody exhausting.
Now, what is your culture? You're culturally obsessed? Is that what you describe
Pop
yourself as?
culture.
Pop culturally obsessed?
Yeah, we got like, a rap about Primark and a sketch about Jeremy Kyle and all that.
Oh, I see.
Anything
Your finger
you'd
on the pulse.
Care to share with us now?
Oh, nice one, Barry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you do the Primark rap, don't you?
Can we, what's the
Say what-
swearing?
say
Can
what
I
you
swear
bloody
away?
like, mate,
I've not
honestly.
done this for a couple of years, so it's probably going to come out all
No,
wrong.
that's what we want. We want a little bit of like edge. Bit of edge.
Okay, well, you start off.
Potentially, he could forget the words. This could be great.
Here we go.
Just gonna stand there and watch you stress. But it's alright because this shop is such a mess. Just gonna stand there and watch you screw. But it's alright because it's what I'm paid to do. It's what we're paid
to do.
You ever come and shop at Primark, you can barely breathe. When you're in there, you scream. All those chavs, all you wanna do is hit one. Stop that kid from screaming, those shit clothes, gotta get him. Wait, what you doing? It's mine. No, it ain't. Give it back. I gotta get it back. Here we go again. It's so insane, cause I don't want those flip-flops anyway. They're bright green, they don't fit, and they're pretty rank, but they're only £2, so gotta get them while I can. That's what happens when you're too cheap for H&M. Should've gone to Topshop. There's hangers there and everything. Go outside, get some fresh air from the sidewalk. Can't you see the apathy of workers there when they talk?
I ain't covering Rafuli. Rafuli's a dick, man.
There's anarchy in aisle 3. Someone's dead in childwear. A pissed man is pissed on the mannequin in lingerie. I gotta get away. Being in Primark is such a suicidal way to spend a day.
Just gonna stand there and wait to pay. God knows why, 'cause they won't fit you anyway.
They're all extra large.
Just gonna stand there and watch you fight.
Primani, primada.
It's alright, because this shop's so fucking shite.
This shop's a fucking shite.
Ooh, Adri. Very good, lad.
Apologies to our sponsors, Primark. Well, fantastic. It's nice to have people with a bit of taste.
That's what I was going to say, mate. We've had some dickheads. Honestly, absolute rubbish on here.
That's what you say to everyone.
Real twats on here we've had.
Really have.
But it's nice that you come on with something to do.
Now, you boys have performed with Ardlo Hanlon, Patrick Kilty, Alex Frisky and Manish. I've performed with them. I've done that.
Well, one of them's our director.
Who? Frisky and Manish?
Matthew.
Manish.
Oh, is that right? He was very good, didn't he?
Very talented man.
I'd done a show with them at a school in Tring. And we all turned up very, very early to get ready and had a nice chit-chat.
What about?
Was that Frisky and Manish? Yeah, I think it was.
What were you doing at school? What kind of show?
Talking to the microphone.
Talking to the microphone, son. Come on.
Amateur.
Page one.
What kind of show were you doing at school?
What kind of shows are you doing at school, babe?
Mind your own business. Now, they're currently preparing for their 5th Edinburgh Festival. And what do you do the rest of the time? You're all actors, are you? Performers?
We are, yeah. Me and Rich are on Kids TV. Woo!
Are you?
Yeah, we're pirates.
In what?
A show called Swashbuckle.
Oh, we'll have to look that. Is that on ITV or?
Swashbuckle?
Yeah, on CBeebies.
Oh,
Are you all in it?
nice.
Are you all in it?
Me and Rich.
Oh, Conan. What
Oh,
happened?
Conan. yeah.
I was in a musical.
Oh, there we go.
I was in a
It's
musical.
become a rivalry now.
The musical of Swashbuckle.
No, I did. I was in Monty Python's Spamalot.
You're joking. What was that like?
No, it was amazing.
Did they come and see it, the Monty Python people?
One of them
Eric
wrote
Idle
it, Barry.
did and Michael Palin did.
Yes.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that through that we'd sort of
You'd
bag
end up-
ourselves a supporting role in their new O2 show.
But it hasn't happened.
Hasn't
that way.
happened.
Yet. Hasn't happened yet.
But you
Started
might
rehearsals.
get a walk on
Yes.
Swashbuckle. It's a close second.
Yeah.
It's a close
That's
second.
the dream.
And where did you three, or and there's one you missing, but where did you three meet? Sod him if he can't be bothered to
To
be
get
here.
here, yeah.
He stuck himself in a
Sheep or
sheep.
not.
He doesn't get involved. Where did you three meet?
Well, we all went to uni together. No, 3 of us did, and met you. And then he's kind of the organised one, so he kind of whips us into shape.
Put it all together.
We were all just getting drunk and writing things, and he was like, okay,
I'm the boss.
Now I'm
Yeah,
involved.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know what you're doing, but let's make an organisation.
Let's organise it, yeah.
I don't talk like that.
Which
Yeah.
uni?
No.
Which uni were you at?
I went to Manchester.
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 We went to drama school.
Oh
Which
yeah.
one? Which one did you
Mount
go to?
View.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's up the
now-
road, isn't it, Mount
It's
View?
Crouch Hill.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Very
Is
nice.
it still on Crouch Hill or not?
It's Wood Green now.
Wood. Oh, what a
Green.
shame.
Our PR's like,
Nice,
yeah, don't
shame.
say drama school because it makes you seem a bit pretentious. Say
Oh,
uni.
shut it, mate.
then-
No one gives a shit anyway.
like classically trained actors.
No, that's
yeah.
all right. It just makes a change from Oxbridge, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
what
you
that's what
know,
we were looking for.
That's what we were looking for. We're just waiting for Oxbridge to come out, and then we've
one
got
of
an
them,
injector
like
seat and we just fly out the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Were you at
fellas.
Oxford before you went to Mount View?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
No. I ain't taking. It's comedy,
are
isn't
you
it?
London boys or where are you from?
So I'm London.
I'm in Bristol.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bristol?
I'm from Reading.
Oh, right,
Oh,
okay.
yes,
so, yeah,
yes,
like,
Reading,
okay,
right.
so Londoner, Bristol, edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah. London, whereabouts in London?
I'm from Ruislip.
Right, that's near me.
Where my nan used to live. There used to be a ski slope there,
That's
didn't it,
it.
years ago.
On the Ice Ages.
And Reading.
Yeah.
Reading. Lovely Reading.
Now-
yeah.
Now,
There's
hold on.
nothing in Reading, is there? Nothing there.
Let's quickly go to Reading because I want to get back to Rice.
Yeah, I know you do.
The Hexagon Reading. That's that done.
Yeah.
And
Snooker.
snooker, very good. Now, Ricelip.
Right.
Have you ever played at that golf club? Have you ever done
Ricelip
it? Andrew?
Golf-
Ricelip
Ricelip
Golf
Golf
Club.
Club.
Yeah,
And it's
we
called,
have.
what's it called? The Bunker, the
Ricelip.
Comedy
Yeah.
Bunker.
Yeah, just
Have you? I've done done
yeah.
that as well a few
Yeah.
times.
It was the worst gig of our life. We were
it was.
rubbish.
Really?
So one of our first ever gigs,
It's hard to
and
do them
we've
things.
never spoken of it since.
It used to be run by, and God bless him if he's listening, he gave me a few gigs when I was starting. Joel, whatever his name was, Sanders.
So, yeah, and he used to be my English teacher at school.
Oh my God!
Bloody hell, was he funnier in the lessons? I'm joking, Joel, I'm joking.
You're not.
No, I knew he used to be. Anyway, he used to do the thing where he'd go on and switch the tape on the stage, then walk off, then come on again.
Oh God!
Which was
Depressing.
Depressing.
Very depressing. And who came to watch this? Like people that played
people
it?
did come. I mean,
Yeah,
you had
there's a
some
lot.
good acts.
Oh, right.
You know, it's packed out. But
Yeah,
badly
we were
organised.
awful. We were terrible.
This is when you first started.
We
What-
first set out and we were like, oh, how do we find a link in between sketches? So we were like, okay, we'll ask the audience a style of music and
Yeah.
then we'll improvise that style of music whilst changing a scene. So they were like, opera or reggae. And we were like, we're changing the scene.
Oh, my
And it was just
gosh.
really silent.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
it was so
yeah.
cringe.
That sounds terrible.
We've got the whole gig on DVD.
Yeah, that was our payment for that night.
Oh, that's right. It does a DVD, doesn't it? I remember.
Oh,
We've never
God.
watched it.
Now, look, fellas, where are you on? Can you tell anyone?
Are you allowed to tell us?
Are you allowed to?
Oh, yeah.
In the style of opera, please.
We will be on at the...
Okay, just do it.
I was quite impressed with that.
No.
I was quite impressed with that.
I was being ironic. But go on, where are you
just
on?
Say it normally.
So we've got some previews in London on the 9th, 23rd and 25th
Where?
of July at the Hen and Chickens.
Oh, good old
Yes,
Hen Chickens.
good old
Supported
Hen
Edinburgh
Chickens.
for 20 years.
And then, up in Edinburgh, we're on at 6:20.
Oh, thank you, Conan.
Thank you for
Thanks,
that.
Conan, for
Good
that
one.
contribution.
Thanks, Conan.
God, you had to
Cheers, mate.
spoil it. I was on a run then.
Yeah, where are you on?
Yeah, we're on at 6:20 at
Good time.
the Assembly George Square
Oh, nice.
in the Bosco tent. Yeah, it's like a
Assembly
circus
George.
tent.
Have you got your material together? Got it all done? Got it all
Yeah, we're kind of...
Some of it.
Yeah,
we're
we've
about
got-
3/4.
We're almost finished our massive 80s medley finale,
Oh.
so that should be cool.
okay.
Got a bit of ABBA in there.
Yeah.
Nudity is standard. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
what you do.
Right, put that in. isn't
Yeah,
it?
gotta do that.
Conan, is it? Getting his kit.
No, it's Tom
No,
this
it's
year.
Tom.
Oh.
Tom's turn this year.
You get your legs out, Rich.
I do.
Yeah.
So if you want to see these legs, then,
All right.
well, you can't see them now, but
Audience, I'm not saying anything.
Oh, they're nice.
Not bad legs.
thanks.
Nice legs.
Not bad
What
set
about
pins,
not bad
good
set,
pipes.
Not very nice. What? What? When you say nudity, is it fully nude, dingle dangle, and all that?
Bums.
Well, we can't possibly tell you. Last year was, apart from a little sock.
I was completely naked, but I had a sock with an elastic band around it. Around my...
Which he didn't wash once through the whole run.
Bloody
Well,
hell!
you can't, can you?
I can't.
Like, just
Edinburgh.
slap that in our face.
You can, honey.
Oh dear.
You had to get really close, didn't you?
I had to get way too close. And
Oh,
it
my-
smelt of vinegar by about week 2.
Oh,
by week
God.
4, it was...
Vinegar?
Yeah, there's something...
Yeah.
What do you think? What are you making of this, ladies?
What do you reckon, ladies?
Yeah?
Go and see
Yeah.
that. You should go and see their show. That'd be a slap in the face for you with a bit of luck. Anyway, the thing is, they're wonderful fellas. They're called
Four Screws Loose! Now, what about this Power Rangers business? All things funny. I'll tell you, you probably haven't read any of this, but let me tell you what it says.
You haven't read it. We haven't written it. Let's just see what goes
The
on.
Power Rangers are all things funny. Each screw comes in their own colour, combining their comedy superpowers to combat the evils of the world with laughter. Have you written this?
Who wrote that?
Who wrote this? Come on, one of you's written it. One of you's written it.
I think that is about 4 years
5
old.
years
Oh,
old.
I
Probably need to
see.
update our website if that's where that's come from.
Update the website. Update the website.
We used to, when we first started, we all, did the sketch group thing, and we all had a different coloured
Different colour.
shirt, and I'm the original. And then, that's gone.
No, but I think there's no other way of doing it. There's
Yeah.
no other way.
We
of
still have
starting.
shoes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. No.
Yeah.
I'm glad you still got shoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone needs shoes.
With our own colour.
Oh, I see. Oh, your own colour. All right.
You've got to have a
Because when
gimmick.
you become successful, you don't abandon your shoes. You know that, don't you? You
Well, yeah,
You
yeah.
have to wear shoes at all times. But people are mad.
Talking of having a gimmick and something to pin it on. What is the overriding theme of your show?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Oh, sorry.
Richard, the black screw.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I
No,
don't-
it's
is this-
old. This is all old.
Is this old? Still
Yeah.
old?
Well, yeah, but I don't want to interrupt you. Like,
Okay,
go on.
thank you.
Angelos is now going to read the press release of a show from 4 years ago that's no longer...
It's still relevant.
Apparently it's still relevant.
It says a bit about the boys, okay? Right, if this is all wrong, blame them out there. Richard, the Black Screw, is also, I hope you don't mind, you wrote it, also the Jew Screw. That's what it says here.
Really?
That's what it says here, Richard.
God.
He's that guy from the Moonpig advert.
Oh my God.
Moonpig.com.
There you go, thank you, Joseph, yes. Does a lot of writing for the group. That's what it says here. Is that true?
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, been pulling his weight.
Everything else, but
Oh no, this is nice. He is often mistaken for a terrorist and/or Borat. That's true.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can see that as soon as you come in. Joseph!
Hey!
Purple Screw. Is that your favourite colour?
I do like purple, actually. Yeah.
Because it's a similar colour to your skin. Now, Joseph is infamous for having a ridiculous laugh.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you notice that? Yeah. It was once featured as part of an internet viral for Skype.
True.
Is that true?
True.
Are you famous for having a ridiculous laugh?
Yeah.
Do the laugh.
Oh, I thought you meant as in for having... You were such a laugh.
No.
As we've discovered, that's not the case.
That's not true. That's not true. Excuse me. Right, the other screw is bully Joseph for having such a small nose.
Yeah, I don't think it's that small, but they've got really big noses.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
in
Big
Alright.
and so it's small.
Anti-Semitism. We've just discovered that.
No, it's
irony.
right.
Small in contrast.
It's just
We've run the gamut of racial stereotypes today, haven't we?
No,
So we might as well
we
keep
can't
up the
really,
quotient.
Yeah. Oh, he's a vegetarian.
Yeah, sorry.
Up to you. Conan! Conan, the red screw. Conan is also billed as the short fat screw. Oh. Well, you're not short and you're not fat.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, come on. We've been working on that for years.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And the
okay.
disposable one.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Disposable screw.
Yeah.
Is that written there?
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Apparently, if you ask him, he'd rather live in a world without beer or pizza. It'll consume his brain. What does that mean, Conan?
Exactly.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, Conan?
I've
What's wrong with you?
never heard that ever in my
Rubbish.
life.
You've written it.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I'd
4
love-
years ago or not?
He likes to
Without
drink.
beer
Okay, so
Drink.
you couldn't
I-
choose between beer or pizza.
Oh yeah. We played a game when we were at was it Latitude Festival? It was
Oh, I like Latitude.
Like what do you prefer, beer or pizza? They're like my two favourite things, and I couldn't decide, so my head imploded.
Oh, I
Very much.
see.
It's comedy.
Have you made a decision about that yet? Beer or pizza? She's dead air.
Say something.
You know, this is radio. There's just silence.
Beer.
All right, mate.
What?
What?
As
No
what?
Domino's.
Yep.
What about a pizza with a crust stuffed with cheese?
Oh, yeah.
Not
Beer.
for you?
There is one that's stuffed with a Frankfurt. Have you seen
Yeah,
that?
there's ones with like
no.
pizza crust with hamburgers in it.
I heard that as well.
You would think that you're vegetarian.
Well, yeah,
why?
but still, no.
I'm vegetarian. So.
What's your favourite food? Aubergines.
You know what? I do like aubergines.
You know he's taking the mick out of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Stuffed aubergines.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stuffed aubergine. Yeah, it's stuffed aubergine.
Oh,
Literally taking the mick out.
My girlfriend's vegetarian. I haven't got a girlfriend.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're called Four Screws Loose. They're a lot of fun, and much as they pretend they didn't write any of that, it's all on their website.
Busted.
Come on. Anyway, listen, fellas, best of luck.
Thank you very much.
One last
Cheers,
time,
Barry.
where you on in Edinburgh?
The Assembly, George Square Gardens at 6:20.
I know, is it the one opposite the Assembly Rooms?
We've got to go. I want to ask him some more questions.
We can go to a song and come back.
Would you not staying
Yeah,
around?
why not?
Yeah. This is
We're here.
What Is Love, Hadaway.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, I like this.
Barry and Angelos on Fubar Radio.
Come on, mate.
Oh,
Turn
come
the
on,
blinking
put the-
microphone
Sorry,
down.
we are joined by Four Screws
Screws
Loose.
Oh.
They wanted to stay. Well, have you got anything to go on to today, fellas? What you got to do today?
Oh, no, we're unemployed. So.
Are you?
Yeah, we can stick around for as long as you like.
So sorry about that.
Going for a swim.
Where are you
that's
going to go?
nice.
Well, we live
Anthony.
next to the London Aquatic Centre. It's lovely.
They're posh in there.
Where is that?
Where in
Stratford.
Yeah, the
Olympic one.
pool.
Oh, lovely.
the whale chum?
Yeah, with the whale.
You just literally go in and have a little swim. It's nice.
How much?
$3.50 for a guest.
That is
That's
brilliant,
good, isn't
mate.
it? And what do you, is it packs or can you get a proper swim? There's nothing I like less than chugging up and down behind.
During unemployed time, it's great.
Yeah.
It's just you and the biddies.
But is it the full like Olympic size?
Yeah.
50 metres.
Is there anything else, or is it just the big pool? What
There's
else?
the dive pool.
Could you have jumped off the top of that?
No, I've got a bit vertigo. So nah,
Do that, mate.
no.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's our day.
Yeah, going swimming.
Yeah.
And when you
Keep busy, haven't you?
when you go up to Edinburgh, will you keep yourselves physically fit, or is it that thing that all you young comedy wags do, go out to late and live and getting off your face and
You
that?
get drunk and smashed up.
Smashed up, you know.
I reckon we're not as hardcore as a lot of other groups out there. I
Right.
think. Like we recently
You're
went to.
disciplined.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Well, yeah. Disciplined is a nice way of putting it, though. Like, we recently did the Adelaide Fringe, and we were doing kind of touristy stuff all through the day. We did our show, and then we kind of went to bed, and everyone did the opposite. So we got lots of nice photos.
Playing with the kangaroos in a nice
Have you
way.
ever been over there, Barry?
To Australia?
Yeah.
No.
No, me
I
neither.
wouldn't go over there.
Oh, no, neither. You
I
don't like the weather and the food.
I don't like the weather,
And the people.
the food, the people,
Oh, yeah.
the spiders,
No.
the television,
Yeah.
the beer,
No.
any
people.
form of culture, but especially the people. I find.
People.
I've met some nice Australians, a bit crude, and they
the
can be
people.
a bit crude. So
The people.
so
I don't like the people.
the people, Australian people.
You got fifth Edinburgh. I mean, you are like you know old hands.
Yeah.
What's the best review you've ever had?
Someone said we were better than a turd,
Oh, that's not bad.
which in
nice.
context was
That's
actually
not
quite
bad.
positive.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, what's the worst review you've ever had? Let's start there.
Better than the turd.
Yeah.
No, what was the worst? Oh God, we've had a couple of.
I had some stinkers.
Yeah.
We've all had stinkers.
Oh, we've all had that. We've all
We've
been there.
We've never had a
Right,
one-star.
Barry,
really.
what's your worst?
Well, you know my
I do,
one.
but I want you to say it again.
Okay.
I quite like it. I like
was
hearing this
asked
story.
to do.
It's wonderful.
I've thrown
A charity event, wasn't
a
it?
charity event.
Charity event. I even know the
charity
story. I
event.
mean, imagine that. He's getting asked to a charity event. He goes to a charity event.
event. And what do I say next? What happened? I spoke to who was that comedian? I spoke Kevin Eldon, and he went, "Oh, don't worry."
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Yeah.
He says, "Don't
You'll be
worry.
fine.
A charity event. You're
smash it."
4-0 up before you
Exactly,
start." Is
yeah.
what he said. I said, "All right, yeah."
And who's in the audience?
Who's in the audience?
Oh,
Steve Bennett off of Chorlton, right?
Yeah. Right, and bearing in mind this bloke's got a physics degree from Oxford, right? So he doesn't know what he's talking
No,
about.
exactly.
Right? First
So
and foremost.
I do
And
this-
secondly, bear in mind, it's a charity event. You're 4-0 up before you start. What did he
Apparently
say?
not. So, well, if it was 4-0 up before I started, I certainly half time I was
Yeah,
2-0
you were 2-0
down, right?
mate.
So
They
he-
scored 6.
I thought I don't remember it going that badly. I thought it was all right, you know, and I got a lot of laughs on my ventriloquism thing with
Yeah,
Ronald Duck.
everybody had falls
Ronald
off,
Duck,
which is very good at.
Very funny. And he gave me a review that said
What did he say?
his ancient jokes fell on stony ground, but the ventriloquist stuff was the work of genius. Now,
Did he say that?
Yes, he
Hold
did.
on, you've added that
Well,
in. You've never said the sun.
to be
You've
honest,
never added the ventriloquist.
I don't add the ventriloquist thing because it sort of negates the horror I felt about the first.
yeah.
However, that does not adjust the
It's
fact
taken away
that,
from it.
that he was.
Well, it's lessened the impact for me slightly.
Yes, I mean,
wish you hadn't have said
Well,
about
all
the
right,
ventriloquist.
forget the thing about the ventriloquist.
I
That is
like
just
the
me with a
first bit
doll.
about
Yeah, I like the
like
first
falling on stony
Ancient
ground.
roads,
Well, it's a
stony
charity
ground.
event.
And do you know what? I like to do stuff for charity as
Yeah,
a
I
rule.
know you do.
I've done something with the Saturdays. The Saturdays were campaigning for Save the Children. I don't know about you, but you see the Saturdays something. I'll certainly have my hand in my pocket.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it makes you feel good. It's a nice feeling to do that every
nice
now and then.
feeling, yeah, gives you a
nice.
warm
Gives you a
feeling.
warm sensation to do that. Really.
So, yeah, there you go. That's his worst review.
So, Steve Bennett, if you're listening, you're entitled to your opinion.
But shut up. Now, what about you guys? Can you match that review-wise?
I think we've kind of
Our
buried
worst was
them.
probably
What?
from Steve Bennett, wasn't it?
No, the Scotsman gave us a pretty awful one.
Oh, did it give you a lampooning?
Kate Copstick?
Yeah.
No, who was it?
Oh, she can dig the
she's
knife in.
cheeky.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it was her. It was one of her underlings.
One of her people.
Yeah.
One of her.
It was just kind of like, I don't know what the audience were laughing at, but I didn't find it funny.
Oh, one of them.
Famously, Jason Wood, poor old Jason Wood,
Yes.
who is no longer with us, sadly, but he done famously a
Who's
show.
he?
He's a comedian, you'd know him.
Oh, would I?
Jason Wood, and he got...
And yet I don't.
Okay, I'll show you a picture in later. He done... He got absolutely slammed by someone at the Scotsman. And do you know what he did? He went out, used it to his advantage. He got 1 star, and he went out with a placard that said, Jason Wood, A star, Scotsman.
It's clever.
Took me a little while to get that.
And I admire that. I admire that. That's nice.
They gave us 2, so that wouldn't have worked for us.
2 stars, that's damning
can't
with
do anything
faint
with that,
praise.
can you?
Yeah.
So what keeps you going back? 5 Edinburghs. What keeps you going back?
Our agent.
Yes.
I mean, no, because it's great fun. It is. It's a month of performing. If we don't like performing, then why are we doing
might as well
it?
do something.
It's hard, like the
How
month
much
before
money
Edinburgh.
does it cost you to do this over the year? Quite a lot of money, isn't it? It's quite a lot of money.
Yeah, well, it's expensive. It all kind of like, you know, balances out ticket sales wise, and you know, as long as you sell enough tickets.
Yeah, well, this is it, isn't it? Because normally our young pretender comes to me and says, Angelos, what advice do you have for me about going to Edinburgh? What advice do you have? And I say, well, look, here's some advice for you. Why don't you go to the bank, draw out £10,000 and then set fire to it?
And then spend the month trying to get a real job.
Exactly. Look, fellas, all joking aside, best of luck. We're going to have to deal with a few problems. People are queuing up on the phones. But listen, good luck. One last time, where are you at?
The Assembly, George Square Gardens at 6:20 every day.
Brilliant.
Well done, fellas. Thanks so much for coming. You'll like this.
I like this
It's Ice Ice Baby.
Under pressure.
Vanilla Ice. Okay, VIP. See you later. Thank you very much. Ironically, Vanilla Ice is now he's got a van.
Has he?
Yeah, 99s, witches' hats.
Yeah, vanilla. None of them are vanilla.
None of them are vanilla. He doesn't like to be reminded of them days.
Chocolate ice, he's now called.
I tell you what, though, he earned hundreds and thousands. Now we've got to go to the phones where some lovely people want to speak to us. Who's on line 1?
Hello?
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 Hello, who are we speaking to, please?
Who are you? My name's Bobby.
Hello, Bobby!
Bobby. So nice. Finally, we get to speak to you. Are you all right?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, not so dusty.
Not bad.
Pretty good. I did a bit of athlete's
What's going on with you then, Bobby? What's going down?
Not a lot. Chilling in the sunshine.
Oh, you lovely. What can we do for you, Bobby?
I don't know. What can you do? That's a good question.
Yeah, no, it's one we were asking
that
you.
That is such a good question. That's why we asked you
it to you.
So the answer would be...
Bobby. What do you think, Bobby?
I don't really know.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Lovely talking
Have a
to
lovely...
How old are you, Bobby?
How old am I? I'm 25.
Oh, you're getting on a bit, aren't you now?
Yeah,
what do you think you're going to do with the rest of your
bit.
life? What are you going to do with the rest of your life, mate?
I want to write, but I'm not very good.
No,
so
I can tell by the way you're stuttering and by the way you can't form sentences.
You come on the phone with nothing to say.
That you want to be a writer.
What do you want to write
about?
What do you want to write about, son?
I like writing. I'm working on TV dramas and stuff.
Oh yes.
What's your favourite TV drama? Is it like Lewis, Midsummer Murders, Cracker, or something like
Wallander?
Poldark?
I like the last David Tennant one, the Broadchurch one. That was good.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Broadchurch.
Yeah, it went on a bit though.
Yeah, it did.
But what is that? The sort of thing you write? Is it a crime drama?
Is that what you want to write, Bobby?
I could work on crime drama. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd
Have
be fun.
you written anything?
Yeah, I've written anything.
What have you written? We're finally getting to the meat of the conversation. It's been going on for a while.
Blimey.
What do you write, Bobby?
He's offering us nothing.
Well, at the minute, I'm working on a time travel pilot.
Time travel pilot?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you use those skills to go back to the start of this phone call, perhaps, and inject it with something interesting?
Life.
What
Come
happens
on,
Come on, Bobby,
Come on,
stay
Bobby.
with it. Come on, son.
Mate, come on.
Keep going.
Pull you out of your shell.
Come on, son. We're all in this together, the
Come
three
on,
of us.
mate.
Let's all help each other.
Come on. Come on.
What happens in the time drama?
Time drama.
Oh well, it's crime as well, and they use time travel as like a tool to steal things.
Oh yes, that sounds
What have they
promising.
stolen? Like Mona Lisa?
Not the Mona Lisa.
Well,
no.
they could steal the Mona Lisa, couldn't they?
They could well do.
Maybe you could make that episode 2.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's like Time Bandits with the dwarfs going around nicking stuff.
Yeah.
Where have you sent this time travel drama to, Bobby?
Well, I've not sent this one. I've sent stuff to like the BBC Writers' Room and stuff like that.
Oh,
before.
yes,
What did you send to them? The shopping list?
Oh, it was like yeah.
Shopping list.
It was an attempt at a sitcom, but it obviously weren't very good.
Well, you don't know
you
that.
don't know
you know,
that.
Bobby, I think you're suffering from a lack of confidence. Would you agree with that?
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
Bobby, mate,
listen,
we like the sound of you.
We do like the
Yes.
sound of you. We want to help you as much as you can.
Yes.
But you have
Thank
to
you.
help yourself. First of all, how many... Do you mix with other people ever?
Yeah, I've worked with other people.
Who do you write with?
Just a friend of mine. He's very good at what he does as well. He's good at writing.
Are you good at
Ah,
writing?
That's it.
I'm technically, my ideas probably aren't as good as his though.
Okay, but technically you've got the dialogue, you know how to structure a programme, etc.
Yeah.
Good lad, that was the first step. You said yes to that.
That's right, that's what you need to do.
It would be, would you like to write some jokes for us to say on this programme? Not jokes aren't really your thing, I
No,
suppose.
but would you like to write some sort of drama?
That's too much responsibility.
It is a lot of responsibility. What about some drama? What about some drama for us? Can you do that for us?
Not right now.
Okay, mate. Where are you currently calling us from?
Heathrow?
At the minute, I'm in Hastings, so I've gone
On the
to
beach?
sort some stuff. No, not on the beach right now. I am planning on going a bit later, though.
All right. Are you having fish and chips?
Maybe I'll have some fish and chips. It's a bit
Yeah.
predictable to come down here and eat fish and chips.
Yeah, well, it's nice, though.
It is nice. Is that a crime now to have fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
If it's a crime
Bobby?
to have fish and chips in
On Hastings Pier.
Hastings, Kent's very own Garden of
Garden of
England.
England. Oh,
Is
well
that
then-
wrong? What's
yeah.
it? A chicken tikka masala? Is it?
Oh, these days, yeah.
If it's wrong to have a Scotch egg, bang me up, mate.
Yeah.
If it's wrong
Right.
to have a ploughman's lunch, put me in the stocks and throw onion barges at me.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that wrong now?
Is that wrong?
Is that wrong,
Yeah,
Bobby?
what you're saying?
Is that what you're saying?
Is it too cliche to go down to Hastings and it's a stick of rock?
Is that
wrong?
wrong? Is that a bit passé? Is
Yeah,
it-
what they used to do in the 70s, mate.
Is that wrong?
Right, well, it's been lovely talking to you, mate.
Thanks,
Absolutely
you too.
lovely. It's been a real pleasure, real experience.
Do
And I-
you? Yeah, love. Do you listen to our show at all, Bobby? Or
Occasionally when I can.
do you laugh? Or
I do laugh, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
good.
Well, now you're part of it, mate. Now you're part of it.
Do you laugh at me more than Angelos? Or...
I don't know. I think Angelos might be my favourite.
Ah, nice one, Bobby!
Shut up, Bobby!
Nice one, Bobby!
Bobby, you got anything else you want to say?
What do you want?
No.
Right, well, that's
Okay,
enough of
bye.
it.
I
Angelos
liked him.
is funnier than
I
me.
liked
Shut
him.
up!
I liked him. Oh, what a lovely boy.
You say you're funnier than me.
With a song. Oh, what's
Oh, this is nice. Astounded. Bran Van 3000.
Never heard of him.
If anyone else wants to phone in and tell me how much funnier I am than Angelos, please.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time. Yeah, mate.
Anyway, join us after this when there'll be some more gold.
Gold.
Here we go. I like the sound of this.
Yeah, it goes on a bit the old intro, doesn't
Here
it?
we go. And here they come now, the
Start saying
vocals.
Stuff. Turn that off.
I like it.
I don't
That's
like
enough.
no, turn that off. I'll tell you what, Barry, I am knackered.
Oh, I know you are.
I'm knackered, mate. I'm knackered.
Is it because you've... What? Because
Well, it's been up a weekend, you know.
what you've been doing?
I had to climb through the fence at Glastonbury.
Oh, that's right. I never bumped into you at Glastonbury.
Oh, you was there, was you?
Yeah. I had a
saw-
ticket, though.
I could see you from the other side of the field on your mobility scooter.
That's it.
Stuck in the mud.
I had the mobility scooter and I had a few crystals hanging off it.
Yeah, that's it.
A big sort of
Tie-dye
pendant, tie-dye
Farrows
pendant
that you had
thing.
on.
Yeah, I had them on.
Yeah.
And Margaret in the sidecar.
Yeah, naked.
Naked with a massive spliff on the go.
That's it, mate. That's
And
it.
it was just like the 1970s.
Yeah.
Except the worst thing was I caught one of my testicles because I was naked as well, in one of the spokes of my motorbike, and I had to reverse it to get it out.
Oh, God.
God, it's hellish.
Well, they do hang low now, don't they?
They do. I tripped over them coming in here earlier.
Oh.
What did you enjoy so much about Glastonbury then?
Well, I
like
like breaking in.
Yeah.
That was
what did you
good
do?
fun.
Climb under or did you go over
When
the
I
top?
channelled under the fence,
Yeah.
I got my mate that works for a channelling firm.
Yes.
And he had a load of equipment, and we just wheeled it up to one of the most remote parts of
Yes.
the farm.
Right.
And it's like he's got an Archimedes screw.
That's it.
And we just tunnelled underneath there, turned it on, wallop. You know, it took a couple of days.
Were you trying to avoid the security the whole time? I mean...
Well, round the part of the fence that we was at, there wasn't hardly any security at all.
Yeah.
But it turns out that when we come up the other side,
yes,
we was in some nuclear power plant. We weren't in Glastonbury at all. So we gone through the wrong fence.
bloody hell.
We left the machinery there, and we packed up our tent and all the rest of it.
I suppose
and climbed over the fence.
Yes,
at Glastonbury.
Right. I suppose the
got
first...
my nuts caught on the top of it.
Oh my God! What happened there?
Well, I caught my nuts on the top of the fence.
And did you have to be helped down, or did you?
No, I just sat there for a bit thinking this is nice, and then I climbed off when I'd had enough.
Yeah.
And gone in the festival.
I suppose you got quite a good view from the top of that fence. I mean, apart from the excruciating pain and blood poisoning from rust around the testicle area.
Tetanus, yeah.
I expect if you could avoid that, and apart from the tears streaming down your face, it was quite pleasurable.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah. I mean, life affirming.
Yes.
I think they call it.
Life affirming. We, of course, I mean, I'm an old hand at the festivals. I was at the Isle of Wight 1970. I didn't actually see the show, stayed at the Wife's Sisters.
Oh, right, yeah, you heard it.
We heard it from up the road.
Bloody racket.
And I tell
Jimi
you what,
Hendrix sings.
Jimi Hendrix was there, all the greats.
Yes.
And there was a lot of hippies in them days, but my wife, she had a caftan and all that in the 70s.
Well, you've got to have a caftan, haven't you?
She was like Demis Roussos, with her beard and that. Yeah. She was the spit of Demis Roussos.
Yeah.
Forever and ever and ever and ever you'll be the one with a hairy bum. You'll be the one. And we had a lovely time, you know.
Did you camp at Glastonbury?
Yes, I kid you not, something has just dripped on my head.
Oh. I wonder who that was.
Do you think that's condensation in here? Because we've had so many men.
Bird shit.
The hell is that? Something has just dripped on my head in here. I cannot work in these conditions!
Well, you're going to have to.
Christ's sake!
You're going to have to, Barry. You're going to have to.
What a shithole this place is. When I started here, it was a state of the art. Now the bogs are leaking.
Millions of pounds worth of damage has been done to the roof.
That has. It's all them paps trying to get in here to see Jordan next door.
The bloke that works in the office above.
Oh, he's got incontinent.
No, he's about 23 stone.
Oh, is that it?
He's huge. He's huge. He's huge.
Well, whatever he's doing,
huge.
And what's this caused a crack in the infrastructure? And what's happened? Something's dripped on me.
Something's dripped off. He's leaking his sweat.
Bloody hell, it's awful.
He's sweating through the floor.
The point is,
I think
we had a lovely time at Glasgow. Went there to see Prince.
Yeah, and what
happened there?
No show.
No show. But we went to all sorts of workshops.
But your Margaret's a big Metallica fan.
Oh, massive Metallica fan.
She must have loved that.
And she likes them even more. The lead guitarist was caught shooting that elephant.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Wasn't that true recently? There was a big...
shot an elephant.
He shot an elephant.
Yeah. In his garden?
Presumably.
Or the zoo?
Yeah, I mean, I had to be very careful when they was on not to put Margaret too near the front of the stage in case he got a 4-bore out, 12-bore rifle. But we had a lovely time, love that. We had all manner of vegetarian food.
Oh, yeah, noodles and foreign
muck.
Yeah.
Foreign muck we had.
Foreign muck, innit?
And then we all sat around and all held hands with a load of hippies in a big circle.
You get spliffed up and bonged and all that?
I did. I like to do that. And it's funny how time...
Oh, yeah.
You know, our last caller would have probably enjoyed something like that. Time shifts, you know.
Stoned out of his face.
But what we did, we all stood around, a load of hippies in the field, holding hands, all of us. Naked. Yeah. And then all chanting, you know, the address.
You're gonna get your kitchen.
It's not what it used to be, the hippie life.
It's a sort of place, isn't it?
It's a different
sort of place. Message.
You know, and we all started chanting, you know, the phone number for John Gaunt's show.
Oh, right,
That's how things are changed.
Yeah, a bit of advertising.
Yeah, we did that, and then we'd have a mantra which went, get a job, be a useful member of society.
Stop punching off the system.
Get your head cut, get a trade.
Why don't you wash for a change?
I mean, things got so bad with the hippie community there, you know, with rioting, the police turned up and fired us all with soap and water cannon, which was something.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. That's what they were waiting for.
That's what they're waiting for. What about you?
I thought the long drop toilets were a success.
I think so.
Yes, he spent £600,000 on new bogs.
Yeah.
Which is what they want to do here. If you're asking me, because I think something just leaked on your head.
Something has leaked on my head.
But yeah, they've got them new bogs there now that when you shit in them, like all your
feces,
all your business goes right down, like miles down. Miles
no
down.
one wants to sit there with that sort of thing.
Exactly. So what? It's supposed to not smell, but it stink.
Yeah.
And it turns all your poo-pee into compost. It's very clever.
Is it?
Yeah, very clever. Very clever. And then you stick it on your geraniums.
That's right. I heard it when...
And your cucumbers. But if you think, I'm going to go and eat some cucumbers where some hippies shat on them, then you have got another thing coming, Michael Levis. You think I'm going to be eating any produce out of your farm because I know what you have fertilised it with. Forget about it.
Forget it. Never mind courgettes. It's courgettes.
Oh, blimey.
You know.
Oh, there's some Chinese noodles in that fertiliser, mate.
Oh, God, it's disgusting, isn't it? Disgusting. So who did you enjoy? Who did you go and see? Which bands?
Fiddly Me, Fiddly Dee, which is in one of the outside tents. The Irish folk singing sensation electro pop
That's right.
funksters. Yeah, they were on at about 1 o'clock in the morning in the field that he's farthest from.
That's it. I went to see...
Fiddly Dee, Fiddly Me.
I went to see a lot of comedy. Dave Student.
Oh, yeah, Dave
Jack Sweary.
Yeah.
Susan Woman. You know, doing all their effing and jeffing. Fucking disgusting.
Fun.
A lot of all that. I'm a student, you know. I'll tell you what, my girlfriend wants to get married. What's it all about? I took some drugs.
All right, yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm an American over here in Glastonbury. And, you know, things are really different. What I've noticed about you here in Glastonbury, and it's completely different to what it's like over in America where I come from. And here's the differences, and I'm going to tell you what they are. right now for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Ah, well done, mate.
Yeah, well done.
I could have gone on the internet and found out all the differences.
Here's my take. I'm a little bit surreal. There's some fish in the biscuit tin. Oh, brilliant.
Oh,
Fish.
mate. I'm really
that's
glad
really
I paid
surreal.
200 quid to get in a Glastonbury to watch you.
Yeah. Here's my deadpan comedy. One joke every 10 minutes.
I'm depressed.
Oh, God. So I'm glad I saw that in the comedy tent.
That's nice. See any bands that you like?
I was hoping to see Demis Roussos.
Yeah.
There was a rumour
that
he was going to do that, but he's so enormous now. I thought I could see him from the top field, and I got down. It turned out to be the pyramid stage.
Yeah, it was pyramid stage.
I thought it was Demis.
Rolf Harris wasn't on this year, was he?
I don't know why. I don't know what happened there.
He was supposed to be playing.
But the one I like, some of my relations are going to Cornbury.
Oh!
That's a festival for middle-class people. It's a bit like a festival, but a bit like a pretend one. And I done the comedy tent. And this is true. Jared Christmas, who was in here earlier, this is absolutely true.
Yeah.
He was comparing a gig I'd done at the Absolute Radio comedy tent there. And he said, this is so embarrassing. He went and bought, you know those, like it's a marshmallow, no, what is it called? Like a marshmallow pink thing you can get in shops, and it looks like a dingle-dangle willy. And he got one of that, and before I came on, he got one of my neighbours who was there to see me to fillet it.
Oh, no!
And she knew I was coming on the stage and thought it was strangely something to do with my act. And now I can't actually.
Look her in the face.
I cannot without remembering that.
That
was Cornbury.
That's a terrible, terrible thing.
And I must remind him about that when I
what
see
he's done to you,
that poor woman. It was embarrassing.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to get
Yeah,
done
but that's
to
Cornbury, and that's the first time anything as crude as that has happened
It
at
never happened to
Cornbury.
Cornbury. Yeah, you think you're safe when you go somewhere like that, don't you?
Think
you don't
it's
expect to go down there and have to suck off a marshmallow.
No, you don't. You want to go there and have some couscous.
Yeah, that's right.
Some Pims.
Have a vegetarian burger, please. Have a vegetarian hamburger, please.
Yes, it has been grown in some shit that was from the long-form toilet.
Oh, has it?
And it's got, there's a bean burger.
Oh.
I don't know where the beans came from, but I'm only assuming they came from someone's digested.
Well, I'll just add the noodles.
Noodles have passed through 3 people prior to getting here. And, I'll just have the organic bread. Unfortunately, that's got some corn niblets in it.
Right. It's all been sicked up.
Been sicked up. I don't hold much. You know when you get
I'm for recycling food, but I think that's going on. They should clean it first.
Definitely. You know when people go and they want chickens?
Yes.
Do you know what? I know it's cruel, but I can't bear a free-range chicken. It's all sinewy and it's too real.
Yeah, you want battery farm.
I like something that's
been cooped up.
Well, that's a terrible thing to say, but I don't like the thought, but I like the taste of it more. Is that wrong?
No, it's not wrong. I like processed food.
Oh, I know you too.
Love processed food. Oh, yes. Because I find that when you have the organic food, you know, the health, there's not enough salt in it.
That's right.
I like stuff that's really packed full of salt.
I do.
You know?
Yeah.
And brine, and that sort of weird jelly you get around pork pies. I do like
That's it. I like something that went like a chicken. It's been in the oven. When it comes out, it's literally doing a backstroke in about 6 inches of water.
That's what I like.
Some bacon.
The ones that have because your organic chickens are still very well. Like the ones you get from Sainsbury's are cheap.
Yes.
They have been pumped full of steroids, and you are getting your money's worth.
I like it when you get some bacon, you put it under the grill, and it doesn't so much grill it, it boils it, because there's so much liquid.
Water in it.
Water in it, that's what I like. But the one I always think is funny, you go to one of the posher supermarkets, and I'll stop talking in a minute, and they have, and they have a chicken, because we all know, apparently everyone prefers Angelos to me on this summer.
It has been said
less
by
is more, less is more. Bobby, you're free to phone again.
Bobby.
And you get on the packaging, you know, this chicken was raised in
He can wander around.
He can wander around showing.
You can do what it's like, right up to the point we slit his throat.
Yeah. And then it's got things like, it'll have something like, it was reared by this farm. It'll tell you its parents, the farmer's name, its hobbies.
Yeah.
This £4 Norfolk chicken
on telly.
was educated at a minor public school.
Yeah.
I always think, I wasn't going to adopt it. I was going to eat it.
I don't want to know that.
Exactly. I don't
need to know that information.
Do you know, I've been talking so much, we nearly run out of time. Angelos. What do you like to eat?
Nothing.
Just nothing.
Hot noodles, processed meats, and bread from Subway.
You like those hams you get, which have got a clown's face in it, don't you?
I do like that. I like chinned ham, where it's not like ham, it's just like a lump of ham. Like a lump of it, It's been so processed.
That's it.
And you think, I don't know how they stuck that together. Or made it like that fat,
Oh, the fat.
Oh, I love it. I can chop bits off of that and eat it all day.
I like it when you've got some of that and it's not been in the fridge and the jelly, pork jelly.
Yeah.
So you get a porky liquid.
Yeah.
And I like to suck it up with a straw.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like a porky cocktail.
Oh, it's lovely. I tell you what, though. Like, you go to France and they have the saucisson, sausages, and everyone goes, it's so nice you eat the saucisson and the sausages like that, and it's so sophisticated and nice meat. Well, let me tell you, mate, it doesn't arrive like that out of pig.
No.
It has to have been processed into that way, right? Because that's not natural. There isn't a part of the pig which is the saucisson sausage.
No, exactly.
They have to get bits off the pig and squash it all together and wrap it in like string.
That's it. And French garlicky muck.
Yeah, muck in it. They put muck
in it.
Nuts and muck in it.
Nuts and muck in it. We've run out of time.
No.
Yes, we can continue this debate about food next time.
Yeah, we're in the kitchen.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been a pleasure to have you with us.
We love each and every one of you.
All of you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Until next time, let's just hope that 2015 is as wonderful.
It's wonderful. 2014 has been for you. And we wish you all the luck in the future. Have a great year.
A great year.
And we're going to finish the show with the chimes of midnight as we play out and welcome in the new year. And so say all of us.
And with Dodgy staying out for the Christmas
summer.
Listen.